Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be in this place we call Earth. I am Poppin' P1. Glad to be back. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good night, good morning, or good evening. This week has been very interesting so far. Like I said, it's not more so of like nothing too crazy going on this week. I'm kind of like taking it slow to figure out how I want to do the next short film. And then I'm also still also I was on the fence. I'll talk to you about this right now. So I was on the fence about the speakers that I just got. They're studio monitors. I touched about this on Tuesday. They came in, I think, Tuesday. No, they came in yesterday. I got them. Very, very different experience than what I am much used to. Now, granted, I don't have the other speaker. I'm waiting for the other speaker. Now, when that speaker comes in, actually, you guys, ladies and gentlemen, will actually be able to see it because it'll go right here. I'll have to end up moving my PC probably like over here somewhere. Because my speaker is right here. So it's like kind of directly underneath it. But then I have my PC here, but I'll have to move my PC out of the frame so that way I can get the speaker here. That way I can get it all calibrated to where I want it to go and how I want to make it to work. So it's going to be very interesting on what the setup's going to look like when it's all said and done. But like I said, I think I've grown used to it. I've listened to some tracks and listened to some videos on the speaker, like that I've edited and all that through the speaker. And so far, it's a different learning curve, audio wise for me, because like I said, these speakers are not your typical speakers. And the more I'm learning more about speakers and audio and shit in general, the more I'm more fascinated by it. It's because it's like, wow, okay, that's interesting. So it's like, I'll give you all an example, right? So these, my regular earbuds, the Bose earbuds, they're very colored. They're very colored means like they bring more life to the audio. So you're hearing more bass, you're hearing more treble, you're hearing more mids. Mainly you're hearing more bass because it is boosted and catered toward that. So you're getting the more enjoyable experience of speakers. Now these ones, the one that I usually use when I'm streaming or playing games in general, these are also colored. So they're bass boosted as well, and kind of treble as well. Not as much as the highs, but more bass treble. So that way, if I'm playing a game, I hear footsteps, I'm already locked in, ready to roll on it. Then I go back to my studio monitor, studio headphones. Now, studio headphones, they're flat, but they are a bit colored, I believe. But I don't think they're also colored. I think they're just actual straight flat. So flat means like there's no bass boost, there's no treble boost, there's no high boost. It's literally just as flat as it can, so that way it's for critical listening. And that's what I did for the short film. My first time using those headphones, I used it on the earliest short film, the I Vow one, that released 2 days ago. That I used, and so that was a crazy experience, knowing like, oh, I see what they're talking about. But then I made the investment on getting studio monitors. Studio monitors are completely flat, and they're more catered towards like what you would see in like if you were on a stage. You're getting the immersion. Granted, I can't get the immersion yet because I don't have the other speaker here, but I will be getting it. And when that does come in, then I'll be getting the full immersion and understanding what it's going to be like. I shit you not though, these things are fucking huge, but I'm very glad I'm making this investment because like I said, these upgrades are more... Here's how I look at it, ladies and gentlemen. How I look at them is I'm basically a I'm a filmmaker. We all know this. It's almost like I'm running my own. It's almost like I'm running my own company, even though I technically am. It's like when you look at movies, there's the director, there's the producer, then you've got your composer, then you've got your actors, your lighting crew. You would have a group for that, right? I'm a solo man here, so I have to do damn near all of it. I have to be the audio guy. I have to be the lighting guy. I have to be the actor. I have to be the director, the composer, the producer. I basically have to be a jack of all trades. In order for me to get the quality that I'm wanting, which which you all see from the earlier short film, 2 days ago, you all can tell that, oh, I see now. I see what you're talking about. So me investing in these speakers is going to be really, really nice because I'll be actually able to get a different set of hearing from these, because it's catering to where so if I mix on these, I'll be able to know that this is going to be really good on all listening devices. It's going to be good on these headphones. It's going to be good on the speakers on the phone. It's going to be good on these headphones, the car speakers, any speaker or anything that you're gonna have. It's gonna sound really, really good because I'm mixing on the studio's monitors and studio speakers, because it's flat, so I don't have to worry about anything that's gonna be boosted, and can make the correct judgments and adjustments, so that way I'm ready to roll. Blime, good morning, good evening, afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. I am sorry for ranting. I'm just, getting some stuff off my chest and wanting to connect with y'all, break bread with y'all like that, for real. But I hope you're having a good one so far. You're getting upgrades, nice. Yes, I am getting upgrades. I'm very grateful to be getting these upgrades. I'm very blessed to be able to be in the position to get these upgrades. It's unknown territory. I'm gonna say that it is very much unknown territory, because I've never really invested this much time wise, money wise, physically and mentally wise, so much into a dream, just because when reality hits, it's like, oh, I see now. But I'm very optimistic. I'm very positive. I like to look on the bright things, because there's too many negatives too many negatives in this world than there are positives, so I always like to be positive, as always. But it's an unknown feeling. I'll say that. It's an unknown feeling, like, oh wow. When I step back and look, I'm like, damn, I've spent a lot of fucking money, a lot of fucking time into all this gear that I'm looking at. And it's like, wow. I'm very grateful, and it makes me more appreciative and grateful that I'm in this position to where I'm able to get this stuff, and be able to make a bet on myself and be investing in myself, to know that what I'm doing is something greater than myself, something greater than what I want to do, because I want to leave a legacy. And the short film that came out, it really made me. And the views that it got, it's at like 257, I think. I'm like, whoa, this thing is like, this like that. The last time it did that was like one of the earlier short films. But the other thing is that I'm not worried about the views, and I'm not worried about the likes, and if people like it or don't like it, because at the end of the day, it's something that I'm proud of, and very much feeling fulfilled and accomplished, knowing that I am making something for me, because I personally like doing that stuff, and it makes me happy knowing that other people are resonating with it. Desktop reveal when? I mean, I could do one, but I think I want to wait till I get the other speaker. That way, it looks aesthetically pleasing. It's gonna look a little wonky when I get the other speaker, because I'm gonna have to move the PC. But you know what? Hey, we gonna see. Yes, you are a very positive guy. I can tell. Thank you. Like I said, life has roughed me up a lot, but you know what? I'm still positive no matter what. I'm still grateful that I'm here, and very grateful to be doing this. The risks are worth it. The risks are very much worth it, because even if this doesn't pan out, even if I don't get what I am wanting out of this at the end of the day, or at the end of the goal or destination, I can look back and be proud of myself and know and not have any regrets, because I would be like, if we went at it with all we could, we didn't make the mark, but I'm happy knowing that I tried, and happy knowing that I gave it my all. Now, granted, like I said, that is like worst case scenario because I'm gonna be doing this for a long time. I could see myself doing this for a long time, especially since I'm meeting God halfway and He's meeting me halfway. So when you meet someone, when you meet Him halfway, something's bound to work out. And like I said, it may not be this, it may be something else, but at the end of the day, I'm still meeting Him halfway to where I can do anything I can and anything that He shows me because I have Him watching over me. I have the family watching over me. I have you guys watching over me. So it's just, the sky's the limit, and I'll take risk knowing that I'm gonna get a payback years down the road. Like I'm like all of this you're seeing right now is very, very long-term game. I'm playing like I'm 2 steps ahead on chess because of how articulate I'm making this work. How articulate I am with the short films. How articulate I am with how I want to leave gold nuggets in those short films. So like I'm not looking like 2 years, 2 or 3 years, not even. I'm looking like 7 years, 6 years, like 8 years, maybe even 10 years. I'm looking 10 years ahead, like, because I'll be in 10 years, I'll be like in my early 30s, and it's like we got to keep moving forward no matter what. No turning back now. Just keep walking forward. Trust. Oh, I've got to. Faith without works is dead. Gotta have that faith, and I have that faith, and I will walk blindly. In the short film, I walk through the valley of shadow of death, but I fear no evil, for you are with me. I truly believe that because I know that He's gonna guide me no matter where. He has the plan set out for me. I don't know the plan, but as long as I keep walking, moving forward, never looking back, I'll be somewhere. I don't know where, but I'll be somewhere, and. I gotta smell them roses every time, every now and then. We'll smell the roses, continue to water the garden, continue to build the fences so that the distractions don't get in the way, continue to water my plants, my fruits, my vegetables, the dreams or everything. Like I'm so grateful that I'm doing this. I'll do a desktop reveal probably when the other speaker comes in. I guess I could do it now, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see. But anyhow, okay. Enough about that. I'm very thankful for you guys for being here, listening to me, and being here to support me and all that. That does not go for granted at all. And y'all know I take you all very seriously, and I don't take this for granted whatsoever. I'm very grateful. Okay. That being said, now we have got to continue on with chapter 33, Wither the Shines. Also, I am at 5,806 BC, so I'm making some progress to attempt to get Bianca and Veronica. I have 7,900 currency cards. Why is my stream slow? There we go. I'm hoping to get close. I didn't even see what the hell she was doing. But I'm hoping to spook one of them early on. I'm gonna do polls later tonight. We are gonna do polls. Do not worry. The polls will be happening tonight. But we get like 35k BC. Oh, okay, cool. I'll be able to get them on pity then. Cool. Hell yeah. She's fun to play. I have not seen any gameplay of her. I won't play her until after I play her story. Once I play her story, then I will play her. That's basically how I am with all the stuff. Not to mention all the other ticket stuff. True, because if I pull for Selena's coding, there's stuff in there too. So we're eating good right now on this patch. I'm not gonna lie. And they're keeping their promise by saying that they're gonna be caught up by the end of the year, which is very nice and very cool with how they're keeping their word like that. So I'm very cool and very satisfied with how they are treating everyone so far. October 1st, I'll be continuing my voice acting lessons by doing one-on-one teaching with my teacher. Hell yeah! Hell yeah, Blaze! That's awesome! You keep at that shit, alright? You keep moving forward one step at a time. I will continue to root for you. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to trust in yourself and trust in your abilities and be a sponge learning, alright? That's what I am right now. I'm being a sponge in every walk of life. Like I said, I just got done talking about the speakers. I was on the fence about them before, and it's a different learning curve, but I'm being a sponge and learning so much about them and learning so much more about audio. it's so surreal. So Blaze, I'm very happy for you. I'm very grateful that you're continuing with your voice acting lessons, continuing to push yourself to be better every single day, 1% better each and every day. Just keep at it. Like I said, be a sponge, and be humble, uh, with everything, and just continue and to have fun with it. That's the other thing, is have fun with it. Have fun knowing that you are doing a voice acting. Have fun knowing that you're chasing your dream. Uh, have fun knowing that you're chasing your purpose. So just have fun with it. Be grateful for it. Uh, just be a sponge. So I'm very happy for you, Blaze. I'm very happy for you. I hope it goes well. And like I said, just be a sponge. Voice acting is cool to do. You can voice anime and video games. That's nice. Yeah, it's nice if you get it right. Yes, and I'm grateful for doing it too, because I feel like voice acting is my passion, because I really like to show my voice to other people, and people telling me what I can do to improve on it. Hell yeah, that's the biggest thing, is getting having that confidence to know, like, yeah, I'm chasing my passion. I'm chasing what I want, and to show off my voice like that, it's confidence right there, and I see that. I see that. So that's awesome, man. Continue to be a sponge. Know what you can do, and know what you can improve on, and just keep on at it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am hoping to make decent headway tonight into this chapter. We are 31%. I'm hoping to get to at least 60. Whether we hit that or not is yet to be seen. We're gonna see. But anyhow, again, we are gonna be doing polls tonight, so stay tuned. We will be pulling for Bianca. I am hoping to get her spooked early. If I can get her spooked early, this sets me up really, really nicely to get Veronica when she does release. Okay? Anyhow, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Wizards to Shine, episode 11, Flames Blanketed by Snow. Here we go. Model contest. Hold on. Let me do that. Net! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. Welcome to the stream. This one is going to be jam-packed with, it's going to be heavy in read. So, oh boy, it's going to be heavy in reading. Well, it better be interesting reading. Y'all know how I am with very long reading sessions, because y'all saw it in Cal Long. I was cooked. I'm like, holy shit. I ended up passing out a couple times. And then I believe it was another chapter that I was like, ugh. So it was gonna be interesting on how that's gonna go. Oh, Longboy, I didn't even see you. I thought that was blind talking. That's my fault. I didn't even read the name. Longboy, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. Welcome back to the stream. Blaze, question: are we gonna stream that new gacha game coming out on October 26th called Duet Night Abyss? I have no clue. I don't even know that game. I'm all focused on PGR right now, just because with everything that's happening with the story, and I want to get caught up with the main story, so that way when we're caught up with CN, and all the stars align. I don't know. Maybe I can't really say for sure, because right now all my vision and focus is on PGR. Nothing really else game wise. Just because I'm streaming it, I'm making content on it, and I can't get distracted or afford to get distracted on other games, because then that puts me out of my groove when I go to make short films and get the script. Because if I'm thinking about another game, then I'm thinking about other things on top of that. It's like, no. We gotta be honed in and focused on PGR, so that way I can make good quality content and continue to push forward. So I don't think I'm gonna be playing that game, just because, like I said, I'm all focused in on PGR right now. Don't worry, it's definitely good reading. Very good reading. Nothing like Polar's Bound. LOL. Okay, cool. PGR stories are long. It requires patience. Yes, and patience is a virtue, ladies and gentlemen. If you are able to have patience, you will go very far. You will go very far in life, because you look at driving. Look at how people drive nowadays. They're very impatient. I don't drive very impatient. I drive patiently. As long as I'm able to get to A to B safely, doesn't matter how long I get there. As long as I'm there, I'm good. So that's some word of advice right there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, Cradle flashbacks already. I was gonna say we've been getting a couple Cradle flashbacks right off the bat, so it's very interesting that we're going back to that chapter on how that's gonna go. Polaris Bond took its sweet time with way too many flashbacks and pretty good insight into Q and Gasol. True. It was good insight. It was just really long. Not to mention fucking Schultz with what was happening there. That was also a long read. Ooh, that was a long read. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let us continue on with this story. Waterlogged vision, waves crashing, whispers and howls and bubbles hitting your brain with every tide. Cold air fills your lungs, the taste of dust snapping you back to reality. The tent is empty. That dream again. The feeling of drowning still lingers. What is it, a nightmare? Or a real glimpse of what happened? Are you the commandant of Grey Raven team is desperately searching for? Or are one of the 5 they don't care about? Oh, the peak of voice acting itself. Thank you. Like I said, someone in the comments in the last short film said that my voice acting was really good, and the immersion that I'm able to bring with it, and like I said, I strive every time to bring the immersion and to make make you guys feel an emotion, whether that be through my voice acting, whether that be through my reactions, whether that be through the music, the sound effects, the visuals. I strive to make you all feel an emotion or something of that, because if I'm able to make you feel an emotion, then I've done what I've done what I needed to do. So I'm very grateful that people are liking the voice and my voice acting. And I've noticed that if you look back in the very, very beginning of my my year, not even a year yet of content curation, my voice has come a long, long way. And on top of that, my audio has also come a long way. So it's very surreal and awesome to see how much of progress I made. Not even a year yet. So, and we're only just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here we go.
I remember that Varelia gave me a whole pack. There were over 100 candies in there. I only recall eating 2 and giving you 1.
The red time projection can record. If you see this, is this Chica or Chico? And then there's that figure, blurry but familiar. Oh, whoa! She got hair as wings. But hold on, I'm tripping. That's her hairpins. Her hairpins are like wings. That's crazy. That's actually a really good detail. I like that. Interesting. Okay. Who is she? Why does it feel like she sees everything? And what did she mean? It's not the right time. Where's my notebook and pen? After quickly writing down the key phrases and double-checking them, you look around. What am I missing? By the bed, your boots are caked with ice and snow. To avoid getting sick in another lecture from Vanessa, you'll skip those for now. This is a basic tent, nothing but the bed you were on. Though the entrance, faint light shines through the snowy outfield. Very nice detail. If we're talking about the wings, yes, very nice detail. If we're talking about me walking around, it's also that, I gotta be able to pick up on those little things. Before you blacked out, you were carrying Vanessa, heading to meet Emma in Discord, but judging by this... Emma? Muffled voices drift in from outside. Before you can make out what they're saying, the tent flap opens. Oh man, I thought it was her hair. I thought her hair was the tail of the fish. I thought so too, but I'm guessing it's her hairpins that make that. So it's interesting on that. But if we're talking about the wings, that's the hairpins. If we're talking about the little ponytail at the back, I believe that's her actual hair. Thank goodness. We were worried you'd never wake up. That seems to be the norm with me. I can't seem to wake up anytime. I sleep for a long time. I'm like a bear in hibernation. She quickly checks the readings in your suit. Your suit was damaged, causing hypothermia and punishing virus infection. If you didn't have any serum left, you wouldn't have made it. Is it my headphones acting up or is the volume low? Is it? Well, I've got my... Hold on, let me look. I mean, my... Everything... Well, let me check my actual... No, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've got everything set to normal. What is the volume low for anyone else, ladies and gentlemen, or is it just right? I want to make sure that it's all ready to roll, so that way, we're good to go there. But I mean, everything looks fine on my end so far. Everything's kind of the same settings that I had before. But what do you all think? Let me go back and play Let me go back and replay it too on top of it, so that way I know. I mean, everything works. Everything's plugged in. Everything's right. What about you all? Ladies and gentlemen, is the volume too low, or do I need to crank it up a little bit more? How about that? Is that better? Okay. I would say we're fine. Yeah. I mean, I have it cranked up the damn near where I usually have it. So, ladies and gentlemen, do let me know if it's fine. Yeah, my eyes are trolling me. Volume is fine for me. Not really, but I need my volume to be at 80% to be loud enough. That's insane. Fuck! That's to be at 80 for you to be... Fuck. I hate that I have to have you guys, like, use damn near almost all your entire volume to hear me. Because I know, like, that does a lot on your speakers. Let me check. Let me add more dB gain, then. Is that... that's 54... 53. Right there. We'll go 50. I want to keep it at 50. I like it at 50. I think it's right at... Yeah, that's a sweet spot right now. Okay, I cranked it up just a little bit more. Not much, though. I have it at... There we go. I have it right at a sweet spot, hopefully. Okay, I have it set up now. Hopefully, it's good. Again... Audio is something that I'm very much getting into now because I want to make sure that it's all good to go for everybody. But, I mean, if it's fine right now, then okay, then we'll leave it as it is. Do let me know again if I have to make adjustments, and I will. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Your injuries were bad, so we moved you to a safer spot and set up camp, trying to stabilize you. Discord went back to Aerospace City for help, while I stayed to watch you. Discord will be back with the rescue vehicle soon. Emma's acting weird, talking fast and making no sense while jamming the serum into your suit's port. Emma? When Discord gets here, huh? Hearing your call, she looks up, worried. The serum port's on the right side. What's going on? Like a switch flipped, Emma's face goes pale, and her fingers start shaking. She lowers her head, plunges the serum into the right port, and injects the whole dose. Then she stares at the infection readings. Emma? Emma's lips are pressed together. Only when the readings start to drop does she look up, tears silently falling. Man, I'm hoping this is not what I think it is. I'm really hoping it's not what I think it is. I really, really hope it's not what I think it is. Vanessa. Son of a bitch! What the fuck? Ah! No! You gotta be fucking kidding me! What? Oh, son of a bitch, bro! No fucking way! No fucking shot, bro! Oh, what? Oh my goodness, bro. No fucking way. Vanessa, Pop and P, During the search, the orange-haired construct spots someone moving through the snow. Discord! Over there! Oh, okay, this is whenever we were... this is before we passed out. Discord, who was searching elsewhere, hears Emma call and looks toward her. The dark figure stumbles before collapsing into the snow. Fortunately, they're close enough that Emma and Discord reach them with little effort. How could this be? Two people are down in the snow. Vanessa's a mess, big wounds on her arm and leg. And the Commandant. Just stand there. The Commandant has a damaged suit and showing infection symptoms. Serum's in the kit. Inject it now. Right. Seeing her rock, her support, in such a state throws Emma for a loop. Despite her panic, she follows Vanessa's order, finding the serum and injecting it into the Commandant's suit. Do you have a spare suit? Here. They grab a backup suit and quickly put it on the Commandant. Then, they push through the wind and snow, heading fast for Everspace City. Where are the others? After getting the Commandant's message, we came right away. We sent the others to gather supplies nearby. Tell them all to turn back and return to Aerospace City. Vanessa's breathing gets heavy and fast. Vanessa, stop talking. You're still losing a lot of vital fluid. Emma pulls out a vital fluid pack and tries to hook it up to Vanessa, but Vanessa stops her. Save it. We won't need it yet. Emma, keep an eye on the punishing virus levels around us. Vanessa squints, thinking fast. Agent Zero's already spotted the Commandant. It won't let go of such an easy prey. They are likely not to get everyone out of here alive. Copy. Understood. She bites her lip, puts the vital fluid pack away, and turns on the virus monitor. The blizzard's getting worse, howling and hitting everything. Carrying an unconscious human and injured construct slows them down a lot. Discord, the punishing virus is spiking. How far is the rescue vehicle? Emma glances at Vanessa, unsure if she's unconscious or simply resting with her eyes closed, then lowers her voice to ask Discord. From here, at our current pace, it'll take about 2.5 hours. Did the others get the message? Yeah, they didn't venture deep into the snowplane. The faster ones have probably already returned to the safe area around Aerospace City. Watch out! During their conversation, the mutated red tide has silently crept at their feet, unnoticed until now. Emma pulls Discord away, nimbly dodging the tide while carrying the Commandant. She spins around and fires at the tentacles emerging from the thin crimson tide. Though not as potent as the Omega weapons in the past, Rosa's custom firearms proves more sufficient against those small mutated tentacles. The mutated tentacles recoil in pain, emitting a hoarse, mournful cry before retreating back into the puddle of liquid on the ground. However, it has already located them. How far could Agent Zero be now? Oh, so that's... Oh, okay, so she's finally got her whole... She finally, manifested. In the shadows behind the rocks, the new Agent Zero stares in their direction with cold, lifeless eyes. It is newly born, knowing nothing except for the ceaseless urge to chase power to endlessly consume, to devour this whole world. Rest in peace, our daughter. She's died. Whoa, hold on, whoa, she gone? Wait, whoa, she gone? I thought it was just like... I thought it was just her going to sleep, like a dual personality. You're telling me she's dead? I'll let you type while I continue reading this. Everything in this world is supposed to serve as its nourishment. Its hollow eyes focus on the silhouettes in the distance. Yup, Agent Zero looking like that means Chaos is dead and Zero took over. That is so fucked up. God damn it, we somehow managed to lose Vanessa, and now we lost Chaos. That is so fucked up. Damn it. She's changed like you, sad. What do you mean changed like me? And that human will become its most detectable feast. We must move faster. Pushing her frame's output to maximum power, Emma anxiously glances behind her. They're still more than 2 hours away from where they parked the rescue vehicle. Emma isn't sure if she can safely bring Vanessa and the Commandant back to Everspace City. The sound of gunfire jolts Vanessa awake, pulling her back to reality. The Commandant has fallen unconsciousness. Without suppression, Vanessa's mind getting more suitable. She's using all of her energy just to keep it together. Okay, now, correct me if I'm wrong, but ladies and gentlemen, if you look very, very closely, right here where my mouse is going around, I believe they messed up on some art here. I don't believe she's supposed to be see-through, is she? I just noticed this. I don't know if it was like this before. But yes, I don't know if you all can see that. How far are we from Aerospace City? Yeah. She is. So that's how she is. That's how she comes. That's how she was. She's supposed to be see-through. Some constructs can be like that. Rosetta has some skins that show her inner components. Or Rosetta, sorry, not Rosa. Some skins show that her inner component. Really? I've never noticed this until now. I guess I was just looking up instead of looking down. Okay, huh. I didn't know that. Good to know. But now it makes more sense. You know, her spine's there. Just nothing's there. So that's interesting. Huh. Interesting. Okay, here we go. At this pace, about 4 hours. Her words come out breathless, leaving it uncertain whether it's from her continued movement or from a profound sense of concern. But we could reach the rescue vehicle in 2 hours. Not enough time. Even if you two pushed your systems to the limit, you still wouldn't make it. The red tide is spreading fast, covering 40 to 50 kilometers at night. Hey! Discord silently raises her weapon and fires, pushing back the red tide creeping toward them. Also, don't forget that they are low on resources, so it's not like they could cover it up even if they wanted to. True. I forget that Emma is, she's been with us for a long time, but we're just now seeing her. So I should not be surprised that it's like that. It's caught up. Those things, they're like parasites sticking to you. Once they find you, they won't stop until they get a piece of you. Emma's design is very unique. Aside from the transparent tummy, she has plants everywhere. Hope she's playable someday. Well, let's hope she is. I mean, it would be a pretty interesting combat style if she was. And knowing her that she's a support, yeah, it'll be interesting on how it's going to go if she is playable. Vanessa seems to be thinking, but her eyes are unfocused. As her mind is being hammered by the waves of corruption, her body's screaming death from the cold. Deploy Omega weapons at the escape point with plenty of explosives. She unconsciously gives the right orders for their situation. But we're out of Omega weapons. Avalonia's Omega weapons ran out a decade ago. They can't perfectly recreate them with what they have now. Right. Those things are long gone. She snaps back to reality with a bitter smile. Her vision blurs as her mind fades into darkness. A wave of deathly exhaustion washes over her. She bites on her tongue, using the pain to force herself awake. Oh yeah, that's what you gotta do sometimes. If we cut to the southeast, it's no use. It's already locked on. Discord and Emma sprint forward, desperate to outrun Agent Zero's gaze. But no matter where they go, the cold, creeping red tide follows like a shadow, impossible to shake off. At this rate, it won't do. Weighted down by a heavy burden, it's just a matter of time before the mutated red tide overtakes them. Spitting out the vital fluid that's filling her mouth again, Vanessa calmly assesses her frame damage output before speaking slowly. How's the Commandant holding up? While running, Emma quickly checks the Commandant's suit for infection. After the serum, infection levels were slightly high, but vitals are stable. Mild hypothermia, too. Her frame's about 70% damage, and her left arm gone, and her right leg wrecked and barely holding on by bandages. You two go on. Leave me here. I'll cover your escape. Have you lost it? Emma stares at Vanessa. Incredulous? What? Incredulous? What does incredulous mean? Unwilling or unable to believe something. Oh, okay. You're the ones who have lost it. She says it casually, as if she were saying, I'm going to find supplies. At your current pace, we'll be at that thing's lunch in a half an hour. Not a bad way to go, actually. Rosa can watch us wave from the inside of the red tide back in Aerospace City. No, absolutely not. We're not leaving you here alone. I agree. Discord cuts in, her breathing erratic. From an older model like her, this pace is way past her limits. She's running on fumes. Really? Well, okay, that does make sense because she's been with Babylonia for a minute now. It's true. Plus, on top of the 30 years that we've already missed, she's probably a fossil now. I'm not asking for your permission. With an annoyed wave, Vanessa fires her sidearm at the head of a creature creeping up behind Emma before Discord can react. Emma jumps, stepping nearly into the red tide that's already seeping toward them. Without them noticing, the red tide slowly closing in from all sides. Agent Zero won't let this prey get away. The snowfield's still peaceful, but there's a deadly trap hidden beneath the snow. No, there's gotta be another way. She bites her lip, trying to find the best option. No, as much as it is, the best option, if they're walking on a frozen lake, which I believe they are. Oh, it's a field. Never mind. I thought it was a lake. If it was a lake, I was gonna say, just fucking shoot the goddamn ice, and then it's gone. But that's not the case. They're on a field. For example, I could draw the red tide away while Discord gets you and Commandant out. I can still fight after all. You're suggesting Discord carry both a cripple and an unconscious human, pushing her systems to the breaking point, and then keep up for that for 2 hours? Mid-sentence, Discord groans as she lifts her foot, the bottom of her shoe already stained with red tide. Now, that was uncoordinated because I got something in my throat. Okay, we're good. Did you see? Covering her mouth and nose, Vanessa coughs, vital fluid leaking out from the corner of her lips.
We don't have time to argue. If you wait, we all die here.
Vanessa says, stating the damage to her frame.
Even if we got back to Aerospace City in time, they don't have enough to fix me.
The snow is falling harder now.
I don't have the energy to convince you. 2 choices. A, we all die. B, I stay behind to cover you.
As they speak, mutated red tide tentacles slightly reach out, wrapping around Emma's ankle.
Ah!
Emma stumbles, but Vanessa cuts the rope, jumping off her back. Barely steady on her left leg, Vanessa tightens the bandage on her right leg with one hand. Vital fluid stains the ground.
I say this one last time. You and Discord take the Commandant and leave. I'll cover your retreat. Don't worry about how I'll do it, and don't worry about whether I can still fight. Don't forget what I taught you. Maximize the value of survivors.
God damn! With her last bit of strength, Vanessa leans against a nearby rock. Snowflakes quickly cover her, turning red as they soak up her vital fluid. I thought vital fluid was blue or purple. Oh no, because they have human skin. Never mind, I take it back. Without another word, Emma and Discord salute her and follow her orders, heading back to Aerospace City with the Commandant.
Pop and pee.
She looks up at the gray sky, forcing a bitter smile. Motherfucker, bro!
The battlefield doesn't play nice. No one saves everyone, and everyone loses something. Even you, Chief.
Fuck! Using an ice as a mirror, she tries to smooth her messed up hair and wipe the blood off her face. Man!
Guess one good thing about being a construct is that synthetic skin cleans way easier than human skin.
Her murmurs echo across the dusty, icy ground, just as they did decades ago when she stayed in that dark underground chamber. Back then, at least she had an unconscious chief for company, but now, she stands utterly alone in this vast, empty world. The mutated red tide sloshes against the ice as Agent Zero slowly forms from the liquid. It's moving pretty fast. The purple-haired construct gives an Agent Zero a nasty smirk.
This is where it ends.
Oh? Oh. Oh, man! Oh, fuck, bro. I mean, at least she went out with a bang. No pun intended. That's fucking insane, bro. She did say that she had a bomb ready to go for the frame. Wow. I gotta lock in here. The tent is freezing cold. The entrance is frozen solid, and the wind's howling against the tent, making muffled thumps. Riptor, former comrade, in another life, she and the Commandant could have been friends. They could have been. They really could have been. She embodied the it's tsundere, but we all know deep down she cared. We all know she cared deep down. Riptor, 07 Vanessa. Yep, 07 Vanessa. That's so Vanessa way to go. True. I mean, she even said she had the bomb ready to roll. All right, here we go. The entrance is frozen solid and the wind's howling against the tent. Oh, wait, what about this part?
We heard the blast, but we didn't dare look back. We got to the safe zone first after getting you settled. I went back to see.
You actually went back to see. I commend you for going back.
The explosion did something. Mutated red tide backed off for now, but the ice is gone. Just dark brown rock left. This is all I found.
She opens her hand, showing a scarab name tag, riddled with bullet holes and blackened by the blast. You want to say something, but can't find the words. You open your mouth, only for a hoarse sigh to come out.
Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Vanessa, Commandant of Egerton and Chief Commander of this operation. Regardless of your past or Commandant, you better follow my orders as Chief Commander. Poppin' P, you stupid and naive piece of trash. You're only respected by so many people because they've lost their own ideals. Now you have no one to count on. Let me tell you how to maximize the value of survivors. This greeting comes 30 years late, Grey Raven Commandant. I thought this time you were finally dead for real. Go on then. The sooner you leave, the sooner you'll be back. I'll wait right here. Don't worry. When you open your eyes, I'll be the first thing you see.
Man.
Do you realize how long it's been already? All this time and still no news. If we follow the usual, we would have already declared you dead. How hilarious.
The voice seems to emerge from underwater waves while the mini terminal emits intermediate white noise. I mean, she almost went out with a bang back there in Survive and Lose 'Em as well. True.
Commandant? Commandant! Sam, is there MC still left?
The last note is already gone.
Over here!
The tent flaps open briefly if someone comes in, letting in a blast of cold wind that clears the air for a moment. Cold liquid flows into your vein as the blurry underwater scenery fades away once more. Emma looks at you with urgent concern.
You're in a rough shape, Commandant.
I'm fine. You force yourself to sit up, fighting against your exhaustion and ignoring the dizziness. A dark, deep sea follows you like a shadow, an inescapable cage weighing you down as it churns through your mind.
Your infection levels are spiking. Commandant, can you hold on?
I can. We need to get back fast. Rosa's waiting for those core parts. We can't let Vanessa's sacrifice be for nothing.
Alright, let's get ready to go.
Oh yeah, we gotta move forward no matter what. The makeshift camp is quickly packed up. Snow covers every trace you left. In this weather, that ice field will be back to normal in no time. The team loads the supplies into the rescue vehicle while Discord and Emma wait by the car. Man, I haven't heard this song in a fat minute. Ah, dude, this was one of my favorites back when it first released. This is true OG back in the day type beat, for real. This place is really close to Aerospace City. Less than half an hour away. Aerospace City's filter reaches this far, keeping Agent Zero out for now. If only Vanessa hadn't been hurt. However, ifs do not exist in this world. You clutch the metal scarab tag tightly, so much so that its sharp edges nearly pierce your palm.
Commandant, it's time to go.
Let's go. Goodbye, Vanessa. Maybe in another timeline, we could have been friends. She must be so tired, carrying humanity's torch for 30 years. She did more than enough. A torch with leaping red glow flame suddenly lights up your area, held high like a relay baton. As long as that fire burns, humanity's hope lives on. I will not let the civilizations Vanessa saved fall apart. The engine breaks to silence as soon heavy snow hides all their tracks. Like you will never hear. I have Cal Long War Lucia flashback every time this song came up. That's where I heard it from. Yeah! It was from Lucia, that's right. She's with Baymanata now. I was gonna say she's with her sister now. So I'm sure they're happily dancing in their ballerina suits. Just enjoying the time. And catching up. That's what I like to believe. The pink-haired construct stands on the mountaintop watching the rescue vehicle disappear. Oh, it's all deja vu, but something feels different this time. Red gold flame seemed to dance in her eyes. After a moment, old memories surfaced deep in her mind. Now, okay, hold on now. A torch leaping red gold flames lights up the area, held high like a relay baton. Reminds me of Lucia. Kinda. Whoa, that's Ishmael? Whoa, how, huh? Another pioneer member. Whoa, hold on now.
Another pioneer member gone?
TA3T class? What the fuck?
Yes, it's 253.
Q2 Ishmael? Is this her when she was a teenager?
His name is Lautu Heath.
What are these fucking names?
An immigrant from planet Bola. He had a lover who was Pioneer 142.
Once, as the heat death approached, they seem to have lived through similar stories. Age turned, but the memories are fading. Stars blinked out one by one as ships fled into deep space, never to return. The story's always the same, but will these humans share that fate? Okay, so don't worry about the confusing names. Spoilers for a little bit later in the chapter. Oh, okay. This kind of reminds now, judging by how this and how she's talking about herself, pioneer and all that shit. I wonder if she's from a world that is no longer here. Because she said pioneer and came from a planet, or talked about someone coming from a planet. So it makes me wonder if she's from a world that's no longer here. Who can escape eternal darkness? That's just my theory. The dice collide with a crisp sound as the pink-haired construct gazes at the departing rescue vehicle before vanishing into the snow-covered palm. Episode 33. Oh, we're not there even yet. We've got 12. We've got a long way to go. We still got 20 episodes. Okay, episode 12, Firewood. Perhaps. Like I said, that's just a theory. I don't know. I'm just taking my guess because, like I said, I gotta be able to. This is the price that comes with being this perceptive and being this deep into the lore. I'm thinking like 2 to 3 steps ahead. It's like, well, you put the pieces together like that, it kind of makes sense. Okay, here we go. It's done. After obtaining the new red tide sample and resources, Rosa has dedicated herself working day and night with the team's recovered core device, finally creating a new filter. The first small-scale filters spring right into action, steadily diminishing the rising corruption levels that have been intensifying with each passing day.
The red tide slowly recedes along the edges of Aerospace City, making the air within seem to flow more freely. As another new filter slowly activates, the nearby working residents let out quiet cheers. Comprehensive testing is complete. Purification efficiency is 8% higher than before, barely enough to maintain the current punishing virus concentration in this area. She frowns at the crude device, clearly dissatisfied with the current results. Well, at least it can hold back the mutated red tide for a while. Emma tries to confront those present, but hearing these words only make Rosa's frown deepen. Okay, also, after this episode, I'm gonna get some water, and then we will do polls. Wait, what? The analysis report on the red tide sample is complete. Its growth exceeds my expectations. Just an 8% increase in purification efficiency isn't enough for a permanent solution, but this is already the limit of what we can do with all of Aerospace City's available resources. We're short on substitutes, and our experimental supplies continue to dwindle. I'm sorry. This is the best answer I can provide right now. We're out of time, unless we can extract more components from the Hetero Tower's core. She bites down hard on her lower lip. Also, here's what you asked for. Rosa hands you a small hat-shaped device. The lab just created this first simulation device today based on my earlier concept. It hasn't been tested yet. What is this? It can stabilize mind beacons, designed to support my connection with constructs. Is there a problem with your mind? Emma immediately tenses up. It's just a precaution. You cut in before Rosa can speak. Hearing your explanation, Emma shifts her gaze away, not entirely convinced. Mind beacon simulation. Filtering. If we could strengthen each filter at a single point using a lighthouse network approach, then extend it into the grid. Inspired in a flash, Rosa hastily jolts down something in her notebook before swiftly turning her heel and rushing back to the laboratory. Rosa, you haven't rested in a long time. She reminds me of Asmoth. Oh, ha! All that answers everyone is the sound of the laboratory door shutting close. Emma lets out a soft sigh as the door at the end of the hallway creaks open, revealing Discord's entrance. I do like that Discord is in here a lot more now. It is very welcoming. Discord, how's the situation outside? It's not so good. Everyone's in the low spirits. The advanced team hasn't gone outside for a long time, not since Agent Zero appeared. No venturing outside means no supply runs, resulting in food shortages and dwindling essential resources. For some, the memory of a satisfying meal has been missed for a long time. And besides, ever since they learned about what happened to Vanessa, she turns her head away, gazing out the window. Well, she is a construct now, so sleep is not needed much these days. Are we talking about what? Oh, that's right, she is a construct now. Yeah, I forgot. Wasn't it after she killed Lithos? Outside, a chilling wind blows through the streets, stirring a hushed gathering of residents, all gathering toward the direction where Vanessa departed. 30 years, both brief and long at once. Many have followed Vanessa through constant relocation since their earliest memories, making her virtually the cornerstone of their existence. You gotta give props to Vanessa, though. We have to give props for Vanessa. She held down the fort while we were gone. That is no easy task to do. No matter how dire things became, with Vanessa around, everyone somehow seemed salvageable. She would loudly berate those who made foolish mistakes while simultaneously finding ways to ensure everyone's continued survival. Now, without Vanessa, how much further can they possibly go? Beneath the soft strains of the melody, muffled sobs can be heard, the residents with fearful faces and hunched shoulders bracing against the cold remain rooted in place, unwilling to retreat in the warmth of their indoor sanctuary. They join the singer in a soft chant, raising various light sources, crude lanterns, and hastily bundled torches above their head. Scattered points of light flicker to life across the street, guiding the wandering soul toward home. Should we do something to help them regain their spirit? But they should never have to. They should have never had to endure such hardship. Hedal Tower had never descended, if Agent Zero had never appeared, if none of this ever happened. These residents, they live in Babylonia, in conservation areas, as staff members, mechanical engineers, soldiers, farmers, traveling merchants. They could be born in a more peaceful world. They shouldn't have to bear such suffering and sorrow. Everyone has the right to grieve. Time will ferment sorrow into bitter wine, giving each soul the courage to live on.
Things will get better.
Emma lets out a soft sigh once more, hesitating briefly before casting a glance toward you. Then, what about you? How are you feeling? Oh, please give me an answer that I can work with here. Blood trickles through your fingers, blurring the lines of your skin. The rough metal cuts into your palm and tags the scarab and the gray raving hang together, their weight heavy in your hand and heart.
It's all right.
But you...
I won't let it break me down, nor will I fall easily. For I am the pillar, I am the singularity that will change the fate. Vanessa fought hard until her very final moment. If I were to fall here, all the hopes, all the people I've seen, all the people I've cared for, will be for naught.
In the end, you're just as mediocre as I thought, Papa P. I like the music. You slide open the window, allowing a rush of cold wind mixed with swirling snowflakes to rush inside, cooling your reddened eyes and clearing your mind. Time brought with the price of life should not be wasted on despair and sorrow. Ah! Come on! Time brought with the price of life should not be wasted on despair and sorrow. Oh! I swear to God, you stand on that shit. We stand on that shit. Oh! We don't got time to fucking heal. We don't got time to forgive. We gotta keep moving forward. The fact that I'm here, I must keep moving forward. Swiftly recalling all events experiencing since the Hedal Tower, you scour through the memories in search of that pivotal thread amidst the chaos. Kara's riders are riding fire. They really are. They spit it and it's dropping the bars. There must be a final solution to everything happening now. And hope is the other reward you're getting. I'm sure there will come a turning point where you'll find a perfect solution to the problems you're facing right now. This is what your entire civilization has strived for. At this stage, the Hedal Tower can no longer be entered, so are there other solutions that could set the world back to its proper course? Your vision sinks downward as your mind is pulled away by sharp threads submerging into the deep, dark waters. Is it a new anomaly? Looks like something interesting about to happen. Sorry, leave this place. It is not the right time for you to be here. That woman with her face indiscernible. Those half real, half illusionary mumblings. When all illusions are slipped away, what remains, no matter how intricate, stands as the final truth. As obscure semblance of truth starts to take shape in your mind, yet before the final thread can be grasped, the sound of gunfire and hurried footsteps form outside from the wall, shouted from the thought. Commandant, there's an emergency communication for the patrol team. Oh, we got survivors? Muted gunfire reverberates from the outskirts of the city walls, slicing through the air. Beads of cold sweat dampen from the forehead to the guarding soldier, his quivering gun barrels aimed at the advancing enemies below, who are approaching with an unsettling passivity. He glances at the self-destruct device in his protective suit, grits his teeth, and establishes communication with the city. Warning! 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 Punishing virus concentration is rising! The specialized bullet tears through the head of creatures and sinks into the Agent Zero's body. It forms blur for a moment, only to swiftly recover. Never mind, this is the Red Tide. It's not working! It's not working! It's Agent Zero! I repeat, Agent Zero is spotted! What comes after the chaotic sounds is a muffled explosion.
Can we pinpoint the location?
Found it! It's the sentry post on the outskirts of Aerospace City. Right at the edge of the filter's effective area where we measured last time. Could it be trying to breach the filter's blockade?
Deploy nearby squads for support. I'm heading down now.
Your also filter remains a potent defense against the punishing virus and the assaults of the hetero creatures. Without it, Agent Zero might have already commanded the Red Tide to devour Aerospace City. Let's go there too! Come on, we're wasting time! From a distance, the eerily colored red tide snakes along the edge of Aerospace City. The filter is working effectively, faintly outlining an invisible wall. At times, the few hetero creatures venture to test the unseen threshold, their appendages breaching the boundary in order to dissolve swiftly, as if evaporating into thin air. Over there! Agent Zero stands right at the edge of the boundary line. It raises its palm, tentatively touching the invisible wall before it. As its fingers gradually dissolve into the ether, a furrow creases its brow, prompting a swift withdrawal, as if in pain. It still cannot pass directly through this boundary line. Yet, it matters not. Raising its head, it gazes toward a nearby mountain peak where the humans stand. That human is the anchor point of this world, intertwined with every fate, able to provide it with sufficient power. After all, reaping Earth's civilization has always been Agent Zero's calling. Mounting snow in the embrace of the red tide, Agent Zero locks its gaze onto the silhouette atop of the mountain peak amidst the snowfall. Rising its hand, it commands more hetero creatures to charge forward, aiming to breach humanity's defensive line. The red tide swoops up the snow, raging like a tempest alongside the relentless assault of the hetero creatures battering against the unseen wall. Further away, the hetero tower radiates an ominous red glow. We can see it from that far away? Holy shit. From what was once called the hetero zone, the red tide surges forth like an unstoppable deluge wearing away contents? Yeah. Transversing desolate plains and towering into the peak undante humanity's final bastion. The hetero creatures really slowly, gradually forming an encirclement around Aerospace City. Even though the filters retain their ability to pacify the punishing virus for now, the struggle will eventually prove futile. It has long enough patience to see that day come. Through the lens of binoculars, you see Agent Zero gaze directly in this direction, as if it had spotted your prey. Chaos is already gone. Has the new Agent Zero completely devoured her? The last time you saw Agent Zero, she still hadn't entirely devoured Chaos. Chaos seemed capable of exerting a certain level of control over his actions, but this time, it looks completely whole now. This spells trouble for humanity. If Chaos is fully consumed, the red tide will inevitably spiral out of control, posing a dire threat. A massive tide rushes toward where the two of you stand. Commandant! Emma draws her weapon and aims at Agent Zero, who is moving along the tide. It's fine. Let's see what it's planning to do. Based on your observations, the filters can still purify the punishing virus for now. Perhaps you can seize the opportunity while Agent Zero is here to probe whether Chaos still exists. It stands at the foot of the mountain, gazing upward. Chaos? Chaos. As if picking up a specific keyword, its silhouette begins to blur and morph into the entirely new shape. Now, it's the familiar pale girl standing at the Crimson Tide. Tell me. I have nothing to say to you. Why are they blurring out my name? Reality. Deteriorating. No. Muttering incomprehensibility, it fixes its gaze upon you as though scrutinizing something intently. Come, Gray Raven, come. That's fucked up! Papa P, come with us. New world. In the response, it is met with unflinching gunfire. Whatever you're planning to do, I will never let you take away human civilization. It's a flame preserved by countless souls, one that should not be extinguished here. I think I saw my father. Jolted by the gunfire, Emma steps out of her momentary daze. It's the red tide projection. It's more realistic than any red tide I've seen. Agent Zero is still constantly evolving through the hetero tower. Through the hetero tower, what it can absorb extends beyond the civilization of present of humanity. Just like how the stellar core attracts stardust. Using Sika and Babanata silhouette is criminal, pretty much. It's fucking interesting. Now, why is she shocked? I've never seen her shocked like this. Red tide projections. What a familiar scene. The city in recollection lays besieged by the Crimson Tide, the viral red spreading through every star system it could touch like maggots burrowing into bone. Sadly, they were known as Chaos probably doesn't exist anymore. Unfolding the book, threads of crimson and gold intertwine amongst the lines of a text as she delves into the writings, lost in contemplation. Without chaos, no one can continue weaving the red tide. Without guidance, a newly bred Agent Zero will grow into a pure beast. She gazes distantly toward where Agent Zero appeared. In contrast, the Cradle and newborn Agent Zero from the turbulent red tide exists beyond communication. Similar to the Punisher of the Old, it is driven solely by primal of chaotic instincts. Similar to the Punisher of the Old, Agent Zero, okay? It will use any means necessary to achieve its purpose and complete its mission to take the entire Earth civilization back behind the gate. Is a miracle still possible now? Interesting. In that you have to go now into the uncharted tomorrow like you need to explore with your life at a stake for those who stand behind you. Like those who came before you have done. The deep echo reverberates through your thoughts once more, carrying it with the echoes of tide and unique white noise of the ocean's depths humming in your ears. Leave this place. It's not the right time to be here. The red tide ebbs and flows at the foot of the mountain, fragmented memories flooding your vision. Jolted awake in alarm, you soon discern that it's just shards of snowlight reflected by the window illuminating your face. More than 40 days and nights have passed since Agent Zero appeared on the outskirts of Aerospace City. The heavy snowfall shows no sign of relenting. The red tide and hetero creatures have gradually enclosed Aerospace City. Trapping it at the center, residents cannot venture out to gather supplies. Forced to survive on what little food remains within the city. We're running low on food supplies, and the crops in the greenhouse haven't fully grown yet. At least 40 more days until the earliest harvest. Medical supplies are also running short, and some of the severely wounded are starting to worsen. Commandant, that Agent Zero showed up again. Is it still saying the same thing? Yeah, it's Nyson who ran into it this time. It turned his mother and said the same thing to him. Once the Commandant enters the Red Tide and reunites with them, they will leave Aerospace City. That's impossible. It will never be satisfied. It will only go stronger after devouring Commandant. But Nason and the others don't know that. They don't get why the Red Tide would become stronger after consuming one single human. They're just trying to stay alive. A few people have already begun to talk about voting to force Commandant into the Red Tide. That's absurd! They can't do this! Into the Red Tide. Your memories from the Hetero Tower gradually resurface. Chaos and her fruit and Red Tide within the Hetero Tower. Enter the Red Tide. What if, like in the Hetero Tower, you delve into the tide's depth and trust in your mind begin to seize authority from the newborn, still unstable Agent Zero? What if in the Red Tide you delve into the tide's depths and trusting your mind beacon to seize authority from the newborn, still unstable Agent Zero? You have already obtained the mind beacon stabilization device made by Rosa, but would this truly work? Okay, now this is interesting. This is very, very interesting on how this is working out. This isn't just happening for some fucking reason here. I have a big old fucking theory. This is a super, 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 super hot fucking take. I want to say that I don't know. There's no fucking way that they just keep bringing up Cradle Parade. There's no fucking way that this is actually happening. Part of me wants to believe that this is the person who we're talking about, the person here right now. Part of me wants to believe that this is actually a clone Commandant, and the real Commandant is probably maybe with Ishmael. But at the same time, it doesn't make sense because why do we have that? Why are we getting memories from? Why do we have memories from the clone Commandant when we don't even know shit about what happened in there? It just doesn't make sense on how we're getting information about that when we've never been there.
like I said, this is my hot take. My hot take is that who we're watching right now is the clone commandant. And the real us is somewhere. And I believe we're sleeping somewhere. I believe we're in Ishmael's place. I could be very, very wrong, but that's my hot take. But is there any other way? The rate of food consumption now surpasses the quantity in stores. The patrol teams have scavenged every corner of Aerospace City, leaving no stone unturned. Previously, they could search for substance in the wooded regions within the filter's reach. However, the red tide sealing off Aerospace City over 40 days ago. Patrol... Hold on, I gotta check something here. The patrol teams have enforced a strict lockdown, prohibiting any residents from venturing beyond the city limits. The Red Tide's influence is ambiguous. In only 40 days, it has already lured 3 people to jump into its depth. Mason's group, they were just too hungry to bear it any longer. That's why they went out looking for food. Barnes' voice gradually lowers. Things can't go on like this. A desolate chill descends within the slanting daylight while snow reflects the sky's glow, illuminating everything around and revealing the entire landscape in stark clarity. Not far away, the red tide slithers ferociously around the perimeter of the filter's effective range. Under Agent Zero's command, hetero creatures relentlessly assault the boundaries of the safe area marked by the filters. They are advancing, slowly but surely. The surging tide crashes against the unseen wall, its vicious sound echoing in the air, once again dragging your thoughts back to everything experienced during unconsciousness. The PGR construct. Under the sea. For some reason, or for some reasons unknown, memories from either further back gradually surface. From even earlier, the memories within the hetero tower. Who are you exactly? Yeah, I'm gonna say that my theory is very slowly starting to work its way up. Can you see beyond the ordinary world like me? Is all that's left here just a projection like me? Raise your head before the mirror. Tell me. What she glimpsed wasn't just a silver lining from behind. On the right track, huh? Perhaps the variable you're hoping for is already taking notice of your wish. Right. Fragmented memories, like shattered mirror shards, gradually piece together when all illusions are stripped away, what remains, no matter how incritically stands, as the final truth. You're watching. Right. All that responds to your question is the cold wind howling past. The ocean depths, the stairways, the slaughterhouse parade, and the approaching downpour. She observes the swerve through the pouring rain. What does she, or they, truly seek? What do they see? What do they hope to obtain? And what knowledge do they seek from this world line? Do they wish to see the punishing virus devour humanity, or do they want to witness humanity triumphant over the punishing virus? If it's the former, why don't they directly intervene to help the punishing virus eradicate humanity? If not, then why do they remain in the Spectre's seat? What do they truly want? What exactly do they wish to see? Countless wild theories flash through your mind: the hetero tower, cradle, Vonnegut, the pink-haired construct, as fragmented memories surge and vanish in rapid succession. These symptoms of yours, they're remarkably similar to the effects of Agent Zero's authority. All that I know is contaminating the metric is destined to arrive. Every Dominic throughout history has tried but failed to stop to see what's coming. Why does the contaminating metric specifically target 0-point energy? It's collecting civilizations that have mastered 0-point energy and testing them. Those who have deployed as deemed unbalanced or incorrect have their data harvested and brought back through the gate to grow. Without the key, even if we complete the gate, we can't escape this place as a whole. Agent Zero. Might call the contaminating metric that. Was it ever really a person? This hetero tower is my creation, and also where I came into existence. This marks the start of the story. This is where everything begins.
I know you can.
You all can hear me.
The universe stretches silent and vast with only countless snowflakes rolling down. In the dead of night, as you stand atop the mountains and cast your gaze backwards, the scattered lights in Aerospace City have faded into a deep slumber. Your protective suit bears crude patches to mend the damage, yet the cold wind manages to seep through the crevices. In the instant, the world is enveloped in such silence that you can almost hear the rigid grinding of your own bones. You have shed all that is needed to be left behind. Emma and Discord would take care of the rest, dismissing any lingering distractions. You lift your head to gaze into the void above.
If you're watching, please speak with me.
Endless range of dark mountains loom over the horizon, pressing down on the small city as if poised to engulf it. You confront the frigid, desolate night, gazing toward the unknown dimension.
I know what you want, and I know what you wish to see.
Seems like Commandant starts to gain a tiny omniscient or going crazy. I don't know. We're gonna see. Countless words surge and reside within your chest, yearning to question the arrogance of these higher beings out loud, to challenge their apathy. Bitter phrases hover over your tongue, only to sink back down your throat.
Recycle. Civilization. Unbalanced or incorrect civilization data. I'm sorry, but this is not a reasonable filtering for humanity. If you are still watching, then watch until the very end. You're never gonna see what you want to see. Human civilization cannot be replicated nor repeated.
All that answers you is the mysterious yet hollow echo bouncing between mountains. Insects cannot gaze up at the morning sun, yet together they can muster enough strength to shake a mighty tree.
That's all.
Oh, I fucked that up. As though you were speaking with enormous mountain ranges, yet also talking to yourself.
Hope you'll prove useful in what to come next.
Uncertain of what lies ahead after entering the red tide, you can only place your faith in this device to stabilize your mind, allowing you to endure longer within the red tide. Is this really what you have to do? Dawn breaks slowly, and through the thick, snowy mist, whispers seem to drift past your ears.
There's no other choice left.
With Agent Zero's persistent evolution and the red tide surrounding Aerospace City, supplies within the city dwindle. At this rate, humanity did not even survive to see what clear sky after the snowfall ceases. Agent Zero's authority still remains unstable. If you can merge with the red tide as you once did with the Hedor Tower, there lies a chance to uncover Chaos's memories and use them to seize Agent Zero's authority. Perhaps eradicating the punishing virus as you once hoped is beyond reach, but at the very least, this will give humanity on the surface a moment to breathe.
But it hasn't been long, and here I am, gambling everything again. Sadly, this time, I don't have her by my side.
The snow and winds sweep past, carrying away your regrets, yet you hesitate no more. With determination, you stride forward toward the red tide churning at the mountain's foot.
I will become a cancer within the red tide. As long as my mind persists, you will never complete your mission. Never fully recycle what you're after. I will bring back new firewood myself to stoke the flame of human civilization.
The snow seemed to fall more heavily by the minute. Okay, so all that static noise that I was hearing was not from my fucking headphones. That's great. I thought the static that I was hearing the entire time that episode was going on was my headphones. And I'm like, please don't tell me I fucked up my headphones. Thankfully, that was just the episode. Woo! Very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go use the restroom. Get me a quick snack. Make sure you all get some water in you. Get a quick snack. And then when I come back, we are doing polls. We will be polling for Bianca. So I will be right back. Should be back shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. My snack's here, but I'm not gonna eat it while I'm talking to you guys because it's very disrespectful. I'm not gonna do that to you guys. So, all right, we're gonna do polls. We are gonna do some polls, and then we get right back onto it. We're only we're only 37%. Well, fuck me. That's not where I was hoping to be at. Okay. Hopefully we can make more progress then. I have a feeling 60 is not going to be achievable tonight. I would say we're going to shoot for 50%. I think that's doable. I think 50% is doable. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen. It is time. It is time to get Bianca. I'm very curious to hear her voice. I think that's going to happen. Hopefully it doesn't spoil me. She got a whip? Well, hold on. Damn! Her sword's a whip. I really do like that. Those, I'm a sucker for those type of swords. Those are nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Zero pity. We have enough to do guaranteed. Hopefully we are able to spook her. Okay? We could spook her, like I said. This sets us up really, really nicely. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Let's do it. Zero pity. 15,000. We're going to get her no matter what. Let's see if we can get her early on. Here we go. Come on. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Come on, give me a spook. Give me a spook! I have a feeling this is not gonna go the way I'm thinking it's gonna go. That's so unfortunate. We're gonna have to go to pity. We're going to pity. Son of a bitch! Oh, we got Discord. Damn it, bro. We're going to pity. Son of a bitch! That is so sad. Fuck me. Oh yeah, we're going to pity, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even gonna have enough. Ah! Please. Please let me save some. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's so sad. Excuse me. Wow. That is so sad. Is she even gonna come? Oh, she does. Oh, it's a jellyfish. Okay. I mess with that. Yeah, we didn't get shit. Also, I do have this though. I have 9,000 of this. I'm also gonna hold off because I do get a pity here. We're gonna do some pulls here. We'll do some pulls here. Might as well. I got them. Might as well use them. I wanna. What the hell? There we go. Wow, it's a lot of Chongyuns. Okay. Realistically, I'm probably gonna do Selena because I like her. I picked the character. Don't worry. I thought about it more. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought about it more. I was like, I'm not gonna get it. I'm just gonna get a random guaranteed at that point. 58. 59. All right, we're getting Selena. Hell yeah, we're getting Selena. I've never heard her. I've never heard her voice.
Perhaps it's a shared understanding and a resonance of our souls
But her voice is good.
that makes us feel so close to each other.
God, bro, she looked good. And I think she got taller. Good idea to pick Selena, especially because Veronica is out now. True. Alright, well, we'll save that for another time. We do have this. Let's see if we can get her a weapon. I'm just wasting resources, but it's fine. Oh! Oh! Oh, I skipped, but that's fine. Yo! Woo! Hey, I'll take it. I got spooked. Oh, I think that's an 80% chance. Yeah, we had an 80% chance and we still got it. Hey, we take that shit. Woo! Hell yeah. Wow! Holy shit, that sock is, oh my goodness. That legging is absolutely choking her leg. Oh my goodness. Discord, you look so different, but I'm not gonna continue to look at you because I want to play you when I do your story. Have me fucking jittering and stuttering. Holy shit! You didn't change the target to Bianca weapon.
My body feels
Hold on,
lighter
hold on.
after
What do you
the
mean?
update. I'll show you.
I got 3 now? Ooh! I
In
missed 3.
turn. How are my moves? Are they cleaner now?
Yes, very, very clean.
Unless you're going for Selena weapon. I was technically going. I forgot that I forgot to switch to Bianca weapon, but it's fine. I'm not mad about it. Ooh, we also get double S. Hell yeah!
Onward with the notes.
I cannot wait to fucking get to her chapter and play her. I genuinely cannot wait. I'm so excited to play her. Like I said, I have not seen any gameplay of her. No gameplay of any of the new characters, so I'm very eager to get to her chapter and play her. Okay, that out of the way now. Oh wait, you still don't have Selena Sig? Selena Sig? Are you talking about the You're talking about are you talking about the weapon? Oh wait, you still don't have Selena. Oh wait, still good pull nonetheless. I would say we still got her. Man, she looks so good. I can't keep watching. Selena's chapter is pretty fun. Definitely big on romance. Ooh, okay. All right, cool, interesting. Okay. Okay. And judging by how she's one of the first chapters too, I take it. The weapon is really nice. Hell yeah, I can't wait. Okay, now that we got the intermission out of the way, let's get back to the main story. All right, ladies and gentlemen, episode 13, Another Choice. Here, time becomes a blank void of insignificance. Alongside the discussion of time's grabs, your mind has also shed some sense itself. Bones dissolved, flesh corroded and torn apart, your body shatters, then reconstructs. When the seeming agony reaches its peak, it turns into a void within your mind. Your thin silhouette drifts through the muddy red tide like water dissolving into water. Your senses chaotically converge and scatter. At that moment, you hear a voice calling out from somewhere nearby.
No. Not yet.
The only response to the hoarse cries from your throat is the endless sound of the tide. Cold wind. Unnoticed, your senses begin to trickle back. A biting wind howls past you, grazing your bare skin, inflicting a dull, persistent ache. Skin? Why can you still perceive this concept? No. Why does this concept still exist? The confusion acts as a signal, and quickly sensations, both familiar and foreign, wash over you all at once. A sharp pain radiates from within your consciousness, burning fiercely through that void in your mind. A soft sigh, accompanied by a particular fragrance, floods your senses. Take it easy. Someone's hand gently yet firmly covers your eyes. Jesus. The snow's glare pierces through the gaps between those fingers and into your eyes. Despite the gentleness of the hands, the sharp pain remains unavoidable. Humans, such a frail life form. Even gazing directly at natural light can cause wounds that never fully heal. That's true. Your body hasn't recovered yet. Snow blindness will hurt your eyes again. Snow blindness? Taking heed of the advice, you ease your movements, waiting for the sting to fade, and your vision slowly returns to your battered body. This appears to be a mountain peak somewhere, near Aerospace City, with a few canvas sheets forming a makeshift tent. Outside the tent, wisps of warm steam swirl in the chilly breeze. A pink-haired woman sits there, cradling a crude pot molded from earth. Who are you? Are you fully awake now? The blur caused by mild snow blindness fades away from your retinas, the feature of the pink-haired woman before you slowly sharpens into focus. Ishmael? Sitting before you is none other than Ishmael, formerly of the Babylonia Control Court. But how did this person manage to bring you out of the red tide? Even after all this time, you still remember me. I must say, it's an honor, Grey Raven. Commandant? Countless suspicious churn in your mind, causing your muscles to instinctively tense into a guarded stance. Saucy Ishmael, you're too tense.
She raises her head, her strange pupils gleaming with star-like radiance. Power materializes from nowhere and almost forcibly compels your body to relax.
This power. You're a higher dimensional.
Shh. Language is also a form of information. Do not use it carelessly. Oh, wow. I know what you're thinking, but regrettably, I am merely the gatekeeper, not one who establishes the rules.
Gatekeeper.
When she utters this term, supposedly foreign to you, an unexpected sensation of familiarity washes over you, invoking countless memories.
The gateway. The gateway in the Hetero Tower serves as a shortcut to another gate. That lady once told me about another gate, which behind exists a civilization without life. It's collecting civilizations that have mastered zero-point energy and testing them. Those whose development is deemed unbalanced or incorrect have their data harvested and brought back through the gate to grow.
We fucked up Vonnegut's voice really bad, but that's alright. In terms you would understand, this place is what lies beyond the gate. This is the space that remains after the gateway connected to the Hetero Tower was recycled. This place is both a graveyard. Oh, who followed? B, what is that? Whoa, what was that name? B what? Oh, can't even check. Hold on. Ballerina! Thank you for following on Kick. You can join my Discord on the link in the YouTube. That's where you'll be able to catch me. So, thank you for following. As always, hope you're enjoying the stream. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue on here. As memories flood into your mind, you instinctively clutch your forehead and step back.
Back in the Hetero Tower.
It was me. Ishmael nods slightly, then pulls her hood back over her head. Or perhaps you're familiar with this appearance of mine? With her hood lowered and cloaked open again, the pink-haired construct has taken a new form, wearing an ambiguous smile. Holy shit. How did we go from that to this? The dull sound of ocean waves floods your mind as a realization dawns upon you. The mysterious pink-haired figure who had killed you multiple times is also Whoa, hold on. Killed me? Who had killed you multiple times is also Ishmael. What do you mean by killed me?
That person under the sea was also you. Who exactly are you?
Don't you already know my name? It's Ishmael. Her hood sways gently as if she's quietly laughing. Though occasionally, some call me the merciful one.
The most mysterious agent.
Information always becomes assorted in the process of transmission. Gives one extra chance to whoever she deems suitable, regardless of whether they are good or evil, friend or foe. That's just a rumor that got out of hand. What I do is simply give people unfinished business a chance when I happen to be in a good mood. Okay, so what happens if you're in a bad mood?
So you've been watching all along.
That assertion is inaccurate. There seems to be a misunderstanding, Commandant. The punishing virus isn't a trial I introduced to human civilization. I am merely the gatekeeper, an observer from somewhere far more distant. I also really like her side eyes. It's really nice. Remember those segments in the chapter where you were playing as Commandant? She killed you in them. Oh, are you talking about whenever, when she told me, when she was narrating what I was doing, but then I decided to go the other way? Is that what you're talking about? And then she killed me? Ishmael's fingertips wave gently as light as shadows form from pure energy gather and disperse. Yes? Okay. Good to know. Projection. Whoa, hold on. I immediately gave it for Barbara isn't a projection. Okay, so this isn't the real you then. She ascends upon familiar stars and lights at her back, accompanied by fragmented whispers echoing between the crevices of dreams. Okay. Now that it does go back like that, it's like projection. I see now. Somewhere near the city occupied, or city corrupted by the mutative Tide, she appears unnoticed. Perhaps the variable you're hoping for is already taking notice of your wish. Right. She caught a glimpse of view sealed beyond the time and space. With this thought, she suddenly raises her head.
So the one who was with the Nami.
Ishmael smiles, offering no denial. And her smile stirs up more scenes deeply buried within your memories. Huh? So you're the one who's been crying out. Do you want my help? To wake you up from your decisions? To wake you up when your decisions don't matter so that you can forge your own path and make your own choices? Time for some shenanigans? Okay. In that case, Pop and P, I wish you a journey with no regrets. Okay, now remind me, this was an earlier chapter. I want to say this was in Surviving Lucium. I want to say that this was Liv's chapter where we saw this part. Could be wrong. It was either, I believe it was Surviving Lucium with this chapter, or with this wording. The echoes of the past reverberate in your ear as long-forgotten details slowly come into focus, sending a shiver down your spine. Understanding everything brings not enlightenment and joy, but vigilance and unease. She did say the same thing to Liv. Did she? Was that in the same? Was that in Surviving Lucium? Demon Hunter! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. Welcome to the stream, Coma. Don't know what you mean, but thank you. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Probably. I think I knew it was in the earlier chapters. I don't think it was in Spiral Chronos, but I do believe it was in Surviving Lucium.
What do you want?
Ishmael offers a gentle smile as she pushes forward a clay cup brimming with streaming water and vibrant green herbs, a particular fragrance wafting through the air. Have some tea. There's no need to be so tense. I have helped you before, if you still remember.
I just don't understand your intention. When a novel reveals the foreshadowed truth, it leads either to a climax or an ending.
Not necessarily. The current world is still quite a journey away from either of the 2 points. It's just that the conditions have been met, so there's no need to keep things from you. However, I can't delve into all the details at this moment because
language is information.
Cradling the cup, Ishmael gives a faint smile. Yes, it was when she put you. It was when she put a pin on Imperia's frame before she returned to Earth to face the twins. What? Yeah. Or was it Lee that was? No, I think Lee. We saw Lee. We knew Lee saw her. It was Lee. Put the pin on Imperia's frame before she returned to Earth to face the twins. I don't remember that, but I'm going to take your word for it. For Liv, I think she said that as in person, as in the control court construct. Ah, okay. You weren't in a coma when she woke you up. That's right, we were in a coma. Or we were sleeping. Yeah! Yeah, I believe it was, now that it's coming back to me. I think it was whenever we were in the hospital, sleeping in a coma. It was when we woke up. It was in Surviving Lucium. We woke up in that Star of Life. Liv was there. And we had all bandages up on our hand. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I believe that's what it's with. Yeah, I do believe it was in Surviving Lucium. Demon Hunter, thank you for the clarification. She invited Lee to ascend beyond the world, but he declined. Yes, that is true. He did. Yes. She met him. She tested him. He met the requirements, but he was like, "Nah, I'm good." Okay, it's all coming together now. You're a quick learner. That's a good thing. Each encryptic statement is a boundary line paid for with blood and tears. She too must abide by some kind of rules, limited by speaking only this much and no further. Somehow, this realization brings you to a machinum of solace. Following a momentary silence, Ishmael resumed speaking. What were you thinking when you chose this ending of yours?
Ending?
Leaving the pain aside, you must have been aware that before entering the Red Tide that there was no reassurance that the fruits of chaos remain effective, and your ability to contend with the newborn Agent 0430 was also uncertain. Using your consciousness to obstruct the Red Tide is too naive of a notion. Even if successful, the results would hardly be satisfactory. Not to mention that the price for that attempt was your own life, yet you still made that choice.
Ishmael adjusts her posture slightly, scrutinizing you. Why the fuck are you scrutinizing me?
Was it an attempt made with certainty, or were you just simply doing what you could in the face of an inevitable ending despite knowing it would prove futile?
Ending?
Instead of directly answering Ishmael's questions, you shift the conversation toward this word that has been mentioned multiple times. Being able to glimpse into different perspectives, you must have seen those endings already. In the past, during the simulations for the Nami, didn't you already experience some of them? I am not an omnipotent god, merely someone who exists in a different dimension, so my perspective differs from yours.
So in your view, what is the state human civilization is in now?
Now? She extends her hand slightly, and a heavy tome slightly materializes upon her gesture. The pages turn by themselves without any breeze, as crimson gold text slowly traces itself across the paper.
Human civilization has reached its end. I have seen many endings, but in none of them do humans emerge unscathed from the punishing virus test. Although the test that has been befallen humanity this time is not particularly fair.
She furrows her brow, looking somewhat troubled.
A test that's not fair.
To put it simply, do you remember the dream of Nemo that you had once witnessed?
Yes, I do remember that one.
Nemo and Dominic were from the same world. By the way, you can think of this world as another universe or dimension or whatever other concept works for you.
Okay, I kind of figured that they were.
In that world, they invented the Time Travel Council, and from within it, a substance called heteromorph crystal was discovered. Afterward, the mysterious crystal of unknown origin enveloped the entire Time Travel Capsule.
Punishing virus.
Yes, you can think of it that way. That was the test for their world, which they named Chaos Contamination. But unfortunately, their world did not pass the test. The heteromorph crystal completely enveloped the time capsule, transforming into a tower that reached the heavens, and then the Vanguard team set off.
She narrates these earth-shattering feats with complete nonchalance.
I won't elaborate further on the sequence of the story. You've already glimpsed it through those dreams.
Chaos contamination.
Ishmael smiles so adorable. It's very very interesting. There's definitely something behind that smile. Memories buried deep within the mind resurface one by one, and you recall your conversation with Vonnegut in that tethered room. Due to their carelessness in leaving a leak, the contaminating memetric followed their trail and entered this world. Otherwise, even though 0-point energy brought the punishing virus, the hetero tower shouldn't have emerged so early. So, I thought, okay, so we kind of knew that already. We kind of knew that from the dialogue in Lucio's chapter. Basically, they made a capsule. Chaos decided to go into that capsule to enter this world. And bada bing, bada boom, here we are now. Sorry, unapologetically, Ishmael Sim geeking out over here. Chapter. Hey, you're all good. You're all good. I do not judge. I can tip my hat for how strongly you feel for Ishmael. As if having confirmed a doubt, Ishmael closes her book. As for what happened afterward, you already know all of that. Nemo, or rather Vonnegut and Dominique, they both tried their own ways to save the civilization they had contaminated. Regrettably, neither of them succeeded. Whether by trying to find a successor, to seal it through their own sacrifice, or attempting to coexist with the punishing virus, neither approach could lead to the ending you all had hoped for. So, this is very deep lore we're getting into right now. A time-traveling, dimension-defying tower. Pretty much. She lets out a quiet sigh. Red Tide, the punishing virus, will never be satisfied. Its only mission is recycling. Even if Agent Zero's authority remains forever in the hands of controllable consciousness, that consciousness is bound to be gradually replaced by a newborn
red from the red tide.
Stuff getting weird about the second?
Like the current Agent Zero.
Right.
Ishmo takes a small sip of tea from her cup and looks down at the mountain. I mean, it's kind of making sense. I'm trying to keep up with it, but holy shit, it's a lot of information we're getting right now. The sinister red tide still winds its way outside of the perimeter of Aerospace City. The newborn Agent Zero will gradually seize Chaos's consciousness and authority. When it's fully hatched, Chaos will completely cease to exist. So that does confirm that Chaos is still there, but every minute passed by, Agent Zero is gradually getting more control. This is virtually an unsolvable situation, so can you answer my very first question now? What were you thinking when you chose this ending? Lots more lore dump coming soon, so get prepared. Good to know. I'm ready.
Ishmael, among all the endings you've seen, has there ever been a savior?
Hearing your response, Ishmael slightly furrows her brow, her tone becoming somewhat distant.
So you chose this course of action because of everything that happened along your journey? You have caused all the variables so far, so you chose to enter the Retide with such blind faith, and my appearance has solidified this perception of yours?
No.
As you savor the thoughts in your mind, figures flash through your memories, you smile involuntarily.
I've never considered myself particularly special. It's just that if I still have the power to, why not act on it? This isn't a choice, but a responsibility.
You're goddamn right.
If there's no way out of this ending, then I'll fight for more possibilities for others to exist. Whether by becoming a cancer within the Red Tide, or using myself as bait to lure out another entity. After all, you did show up, didn't you?
Ishmael freezes momentarily, then softly sighs and shakes her head.
I made the right bet.
Ishmael's expression has already given the answer you want to hear.
A risky choice.
After pondering for a moment, Ishmael speaks softly.
In a sense, you have indeed made the right bet. I can offer you another option besides merging with the Red Tide. You can choose to enter the Hetero Tower.
That's not funny.
The Hetero Tower has long
been surrounded by the mutated Red Tide. No one can get near it.
For ordinary people, yes. But as a gatekeeper, I can naturally allow you to re-enter the Hetero Tower.
But the collapse inside the Hetero Tower is beyond saving. Even if I enter it, there's no way to activate the Hetero Tower to rewind time. And anyway, I no longer have the key. The exit cannot be controlled, and the key is gone. In such circumstances, what could I possibly accomplish even if I was to return?
No, you're capable of far more than you imagine.
I was gonna say, ladies and gentlemen, you're far more capable of what you do if you put your mind to it. Ishmael's gentle voice seeps into your ears.
The concepts of passing through the gate and entering the Hetero Tower are not the same. Entering the Hetero Tower only allows you to see the chaotic space-time in uncontrollable fragments, but passing through the gateway means new power.
New power.
Not long ago, when the Hetero Tower first appeared, a construct entered it specifically as a construct. He successfully reached the summit and, having overcome the trials, eventually arrived at the end.
It's Lee.
I extended an invitation to him, offering a ticket to cross the gateway, but he refused me without hesitation.
Cradling the clay cup, Ishmael shakes her head in bewilderment.
He said, "There are still people waiting for me to go back."
There are still people waiting for me to go back. Whatever the future holds, I'll find it together with them. Of course, you will never forget that accidental disaster, that brutal battle.
After leaving the tower, he forgot everything he'd seen and lost the power he had gained. I've never quite understood human thinking. Perhaps I've been drifting for too long, forgetting the emotions I once had.
Lowering her gaze, Ishmael doesn't appear troubled by this fact.
So, what will your choice be? Will you choose to begin the trial of crossing the gateway, or return to Aerospace City?
What do you gain by giving me these options?
How cautious, Grey Raven.
She smiles faintly, not at all angered by your questioning. I mean, we can't. You're gonna. I'll throw a bone. Like, you throw a bone, I'll bite, but what's the catch?
If I were to gain anything, I suppose it would be a new possibility.
The gentle steam from the herbal tea drifts before her eyes. Though the swindling mist, Ishmael seems to catch a glimpse of the cities of the past.
There are some things I cannot tell you until you truly pass through the gateway. But even I cannot confirm whether those stories truly exist.
Could there truly exist another possibility? A possibility where everyone could survive.
I get it now. Whether this higher dimensional being who identifies herself as Ishmael desires to witness a new puppet show unfold, or is attempting to verify something through you, not through me. Having one more possibility can't make things worse. She possesses absolute power. There's no reason for her to waste time deceiving me. Vonnegut said that unless I returned with results, he would never let me back in the tower.
But remember, the Hetero Tower's collapse has become far too severe. Chaos and I will seal off the entire tower, no matter what. Unless you return with results, I will never let you enter again.
Even if he's still inside the Hetero Tower, he has no authority to prevent a trial from beginning. He has already merged with Chaos, and I haven't tracked their movements since.
Just one last question. If you indulge me, Ishmael.
Please?
Oh God, man! I fucking love that. I do enjoy my fucking dialogue. I really do enjoy reading that and then adding my own little spice. And just for that, just for the writing, to reprimand, not reprimand, to give me that. Oh, dude, that's so fucking awesome. That's man, I can't. God, that's why I really like immersing myself in these games, because it really does make me feel good and really makes me enjoy the story more, especially when that stuff happens like that, man. God, oh, it's so good. She gestures kindly for you to continue speaking.
After ascending the tower, or rather, after passing this trial, what exactly will I gain? Lee once refused this invitation to pass through the gateway without hesitation, suggesting that this action might not be the optimal choice.
Passing through the gateway means new power. To put it another way, it means a new power level, similar to the Nanami you once saw aboard that starship.
Nanami?
Recalling the power that Nanami on that starship had, though it wasn't explicitly stated, she seemed to be able to send different messages to Earth across various timelines. Ah! Okay. So, in a sense, Lee had that power then. Because if we remember, he was able to send messages to his past self, basically giving him little hints of like, hey, make sure to talk with your brother more, or make sure you do this and that. So I guess in a sense, Lee had that type of power, but only very, very temporarily before he lost his memories, thus lost his power. If you could wield that kind of power yourself, moreover, you have no other choice left. Except for... Had? Yeah, he had. He had the power. But then he lost it whenever he declined.
What you just did now, merging with the Red Tide, gambling on that fraction of a % chance to complete with Agent Zero for authorization, on the surface now, no one remains who can stand against Agent Zero. If Chaos was still complete, perhaps there would still be some capacity for resistance, but now...
Even Chaos' remaining power has been devoured by the new Agent Zero.
The current Hetero Tower was brought to this world by Cradle of the Past. Since Cradle's disappearance, the Hetero Tower's overlaid information flows from different civilizations, breeding a new Agent Zero. If no one stops it, no one can completely master the Hetero Tower. Human civilization will be utterly harvested. If, and that's a big if, you can successfully pass the trial, perhaps you could truly seize control of the Hetero Tower.
If I have the control of the Hetero Tower, will I be able to rewind time?
To be honest, I'm not sure. Only Agent Zero can fully control the Hetero Tower. According to previous patterns, only when Agent Zero completely perishes, all authority will be transferred. Passing through the gateway is merely an opportunity I can offer you. The reason you can have this opportunity is because your mind has become strong enough. You have earned the right to initiate the trial.
Yo! Yo! Oh! You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, when I did my short films in the very, very beginning, I didn't even know wills were part of the Ascendance network like that, to have a will. I was just going off my own shit. I was just like going off of like y'all know, like I put myself in the game because that's how I enjoy my games like that. So the fact that I was able to do that type of stuff, and then like for this, your mind has become strong enough, and in the fucking short film and in the story I'm creating, the power that I have in the story that I'm creating, if you have been watching the short films, Havana has even said he's not strong enough to have these powers yet, but he's getting there. And I've been training with the powers ever since. So the fact that this shit's happened is fucking insane and very fucking funny at the same time. Suck it, Vonnegut, LOL. Only Lee and Kana have been able to accomplish that. Pretty much. That is so fucking cool. That's so cool. Ladies and gentlemen, it may be silly, but to me, it's really awesome knowing that that I'm doing writing at this type of level that some of the company games are doing. So it's so cool. I'm very grateful. All right, here we go.
Because I'm God of Mind?
Whatever you say. In any case, my appearance here is also because you have indeed reached the threshold to initiate the trial.
Is it because I can maintain my consciousness within the Red Tide?
Perhaps. She doesn't offer a direct confirmation. As the gatekeeper, the only backdoor I can open for you is letting you enter the tower directly without having to find a way past Agent Zero. For everything else, you must forge ahead on your own. Whether you take this opportunity or not, she offers a slight smile and takes another sip from her cup. That's your own choice to make.
Wow! Whoa! Interesting. Crazy fucking lore drop. Holy shit. Super, super interesting. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue on here. Episode 14, High Wall. We're just learning more and more about this world.
The herbal tea releases faint, warm mist into the snowy air. The higher dimensional being, who identifies himself as Ishmael, sits quietly across you, appearing in no rush to receive an answer.
We're going deep. We really are. We really are getting deep in the bag here.
Gazing at the slowly sun rising in the distance, your thoughts are involuntarily carried to a higher place, farther by the chilling wind.
My fellow friends and comrades, it's Ishmael worth getting. Oh, Blind! Welcome back! I don't have a say in this because I haven't played her gameplay yet, so this is more towards Net, and Longboy, and anyone else here who's also here can put their 2 cents in as well. I see you 12 people watching. I thank you all for watching. To the 2 people on Kick as well, welcome. I can't put my 2 cents in just because I haven't played her yet. I don't know any of her gameplay, but I can't say for sure. Shark Face! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. Welcome back to the stream. I made it to the stream. Don't worry, Shark Face, I will be live in the morning on Saturday, so I'll be able to catch you then. We can chop it up too. Yeah, we going deep. Blind, I would talk to them. I would talk to the ladies and gentlemen in the chat, and they will probably help you out. Okay, here we go. Should you choose to enter the Red Tide and compete with the newborn Agent Zero for authority, or choose to re-enter the Hetero Tower and attempt to pass through the gateway? I'll ask the Discord later. Oh yeah, it's true. I forgot. You can also ask the Discord because I also know there are some very, very smart people in there as well that will also do it. And on top of that, they will give you the facts, the numbers, and the stats. So you're good. She's especially important since she's a Nihil unit and pairs extremely well with Luna. She also serves as a tank and amplifier for any team missing any of those. Oh, okay. Let's go. Hopefully I'll be here to catch the end of chapter 33 because it's one hell of an ending to the trilogy. It better be. I'm hoping it's gonna be a good one. I've been streaming this game for 7 months now. So to see it come full circle is crazy work. But hey, I'm super excited. I'm hoping we're making some. I hope to make good headway in this stream, and then that way we're good to go on Saturday. So all right, here we go. The former seems to offer humanity a concrete way to survive stability for a longer period, but if you truly pass through the gateway and obtain the higher level power Ishmael mentioned, could that mean a chance for everything to return to how it was before? Time stands still for a moment, sunlight frozen on the tips of pine trees, even cold wind no longer blowing. Ishmael holds her clay cup, smiling at you. So, have you made a choice? Okay. So clearly, the main story is to choose to re-enter the Hedo Tower. But I am going to choose to merge with the Red Tide so that way we get that alternate ending and see what actually happens here. Ishmael may indeed harbor no hostility toward humanity, but she still isn't human herself. Someone once saw her standing with Vonnegut, so you cannot fully trust her words either. Moreover, her promises sound overly abstract, and these new choices seem like castles built on thin air.
May I ask what kind of trial I will face if I enter the Hedor Tower?
I'm not sure. The trials given by the gateway are not always the same, and I cannot influence at will.
In other words, my chances of passing the trial are unknown.
I suppose you can call it that.
I see.
Compared to the unknown outcomes, perhaps you should stay more grounded in reality. After all, when you entered the Red Tide before, beyond excruciating pain that words cannot describe, you did touch Chaos's consciousness that had yet fully dissipated.
No, not yet.
The time, like water dissolving into water, your consciousness seemed to be merged seamlessly within the chaos without any reservation. In that moment, or perhaps longer, countless fragmented memories flashed through your mind, memories that all belong to chaos. Vonnegut, Ishmael, and countless days and nights in the Hedor Tower.
How does the Billy Pilgrim sound? Well, I guess his name suits you better now, doesn't it? So, this is your choice, huh?
Even if we kill her here, she will reappear with a new identity.
Hold on, I gotta fix his voice. I got his voice. Here we go.
Even if we kill her here, she will reappear with a new identity. If not as Cradle, then another character. Until the right person takes this position. Exactly. But even if one approach we haven't tried. I know you never agreed to let that commandant act as bait, right? I hope you can discern, and you too can discern the true adversary during their stay in Condelia.
The memory fragments entangle like threads in your consciousness, but they also confirm. After you merge with the Red Tide, trying to join forces with Chaos to fight against the newborn Agent Zero is a viable path.
Looks like you've already made up your mind. It's a no, isn't it?
Oh, dang, nice. I fucked up on his voice last time, so I had to get it right this time. A knowing smile graces her face.
I'm sorry. With Earth fraught with danger at every turn, I find it impossible to trust a higher dimensional being under these circumstances.
It's alright. I understand why you come to this conclusion. If it were my past self, I probably would have simply trusted. I wouldn't have trusted some simply trusted. Wow, I'm butchering it up. I probably wouldn't have simply trusted some weird hooded higher dimensional human either.
Ishmael puts away the clay cup in her hand and stands up with her hood obscuring her face again. She transforms back into the Ishmael of the control cord once more.
Now, what do you plan to do? Would you like me to give you a ride back to Aerospace City? After all, I'm the one who took the liberty of taking you out of the Red Tide. Agent Zero has already had Aerospace City surrounded. In your current condition, I'm afraid it wouldn't be wise to return there.
Following Ishmael's words, you examine yourself. It's only now that you realize your protective suit has already been corroded beyond repair by the Red Tide.
Could you take me back to the mountain peak on the outskirts of Aerospace City? Thank you.
I am at your service.
A dim vial obscures your vision, and when you open your eyes again, you find yourself back to the mountain peak from which you previously leaped into the Red Tide. The pink carrot-hide dimensional being has already vanished, leaving only lingering echo and her voice in the air. If you change your mind in the meantime, you can still call my name. My name is Ishmael. The morning light brings a slight chill. Despite the sky turning a bluish hue at dawn, the heavy snow shows no sign of stopping. After checking your terminal, it seems time has ceased to flow since entering the red tide. Aerospace City remains in slumber, only with occasional sentries patrolling the walls, their thick sword boots crunching against the snow. There's probably no need to keep agonizing over this anymore. All matters concerning Aerospace City have already been sent to Rosa, Emma, and Discord's terminal. Even if you disappear, you believe they're fully capable of managing everything in the city. Rather than facing a trial with unpredictable outcome, having everything under control feels much safer.
This should be the last time. Right?
You mutter with self-mockery, and then, in the faint light of dawn, you leap down toward the red tide below the mountain. The red tide engulfs your vision, corroding your flesh and pupils. Within it, you catch a final glimpse of Earth's sky.
The snow continues to fall.
Oh wow.
It's now 902nd day since Commandant left the tower.
I like this artwork, really detailed.
It's been 62 days since Commandant left. On the day you left, I received a message that you had left behind. After receiving your messages, Discord, Emma, and I rushed outside the city, but we couldn't find any traces of you. No one knows exactly what happened afterward. Outside the city, the mutated red tide churned violently, raising waves hundreds of feet high. If not for the new filters, Aerospace City would have been submerged long ago. But the storm has only lasted for a period before the mutated red tide unexpectedly ceased its turbulence and even retreated from Aerospace City's original safe area. Discord led the patrol team in a tentative outward expansion, and the mutated red tide showed no obvious signs of aggression. With the supplies brought back by them, we barely managed to survive this winter of hardship. Commandant, this is Rosa. I'm sitting here in Aerospace City writing this letter to you. After you left, I tried countless times to explore the red tide, to study it deeply. Countless times I called your name at the edge of the red tide, but you never showed up. Yet after you left, the storm subsided, and the newborn Agent Zero also vanished without a trace. The red tide is no longer spreading, but it hasn't diminished either. Humans are still lured by it, falling into its embrace. Did you succeed? Did you take control of the red tide like you said you would? I hope so. I won't give up leading them to survive. I won't waste this precious time you fought for humanity with your life. I will cast this letter into the red tide, hoping you'll receive it. We all believe that someday you will return. The flame of humanity will never die.
2 months? What do you mean? Oh, okay, 2 months since we left. Before her writing is complete, the ink has already run low. Firmly engraving the last few words to make them clear, Rosa folds the letter paper into a small boat. Outside Aerospace City, the storm remains unchanged. The mutated red tide lies dormant outside Aerospace City, not actively attacking, yet never showing no signs of virality. No Commandant, no happy life, pretty much. Humanity's activity is restricted to a narrow area around Aerospace City, like those who can only glimpse a fragment of the sky from the bottom of a well. The mutated red tide still poses a threat, and no one knows when humanity will be completely submerged by it. It might be today, or perhaps tomorrow. Humanity's ending high wall. Here, human civilization stagnates. Alright, we gotta go back. Go back! Gotta go do the other one now. We took a shiny dip in the red tide, and 2 months passed by like it was nothing. Pretty much, and nothing changed after that.
Ishmael, she doesn't harbor no hostility toward humanity. Perhaps she's merely curious, or simply wishes to see new stories unfold. Can she truly be trusted, though?
Whether you trust me or not, it makes no difference to your circumstances.
As if seeing your concern through, Ishmael speaks up, gently cradling her clay cup. Honestly, I have to give PGR props for actually giving their story multiple endings like this. True, you don't really see that happen with games all that often. It's very I wouldn't say it's rare, but it's uncommon. It's very uncommon. You don't really see games do that because they're always following one set endpoint. But here they're giving you different options. Clearly, the bad ones, but they still give you that option, even though you're going still towards that one true ending that they have cooking. Especially for a gacha game, yeah. Especially for a gacha game, a live service game. You don't see that often. Very, very, very uncommon, but it's very nice when they do pull it off, and that's why I appreciate PGR. It's really, it's one of those games that if you find it's a hidden gem. This is the only chapter that gives you the what ifs, but again, there's only one true ending.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, there are no ifs, and there are no redos.
Remember that.
I cannot guarantee whether you'll successfully pass the trial. The trials given by the Gateway are not always the same, and I cannot influence its will. However, I believe you won't fail. The power you possess far exceeds what you think you should have.
A sly smile briefly flickers across Ishmael's face before she returns her calm and gentle demeanor.
No need to rush. You have plenty of time to think it over.
She cradles the clay cup in her hands, leisurely shifting her gaze away. So much lore to bear, but only to be in despair.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes, though. Chaotic thoughts flood your mind as morning light hangs suspended, draping like gossamer over the aerospace city below. If you could manage to enter the Hetero Tower and even pass the trial.
The bridge across dreams.
Oh, do you mean that tunnel extending from the Hetero Tower?
If I pass the trial, will I be able to control that bridge?
Perhaps.
As always, she offers an ambiguous answer. If you can pass through the gateway and master the higher level power, even if you can't rewind time and correct future, you could at least follow in the Nami's footsteps and attempt to send messages to the past. That way, there might still be a chance to make a change. Either way, the worst outcome is simply death. True?
Looks like you have made your choice.
Devonta's the one! Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're enjoying your Thursday night or Friday night, wherever you may be. Glad to have you here. I hope you enjoyed the short film. I saw your comment, and I thank you so much for that. I thank you for watching. Be prepared. I got a lot more in store. But I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I'm glad that it's resonating with a lot of people because, like I said, the views are going absolutely insane for that. But, you know, like I told everyone this morning, or when I was, a little bit ago while I was streaming, is that, I'm not worried about the numbers, I'm not worried about the likes, just because I'm happy with anything that I create because it's something that I created and I alone created it. It makes me feel good knowing that people do resonate with what I'm putting out because it's just, I have my passion and the love for the game. So, say it with me, lads. Suffering develops characters. They do. They really do. Ryushi, the battles with pink hair light when we Commandant show abilities with our sword and guns. We have guns. Here we go.
Is this the gate?
To be precise, it's just a convenient passage to the Hetero Tower that I can access with my authority. Are you ready, or do you need to return to Aerospace City to leave any final instructions?
No need. Thank you.
Before entering the Red Tide, you had already prepared by documenting all possible sequence of events in detail and sending them to Rose, Emma, and Discord. The worst outcome remains death, albeit with a distinct destination. You have no final words that require changing.
Now.
The door slowly opens, blinding light spilling forth from within. As if to assure you there's no danger, Ishmael takes the lead and walks inside. That's when you know she's that's a good woman. The frozen time begins to flow once more as the sky blushes with the azure hue of dawn. Wind whispers through the pine forest, creating a gentle rustling melody. The snow continues to fall. Countless thoughts flow against the long river of time. And innumerable scenes from the past resurfaces before your eyes.
Earth. Grey Raven. the countless battles fought, and every moment deeply etched into my memory.
The azure sky hides behind the clouds of drifting snowflakes, no longer letting out even a single sigh. Perhaps this is your final glimpse of Earth.
When this battle is over,
You feel the urge to say something. Your lips part, yet you do not know to whom you should speak. The boundless daylight envelops the cliff face, and with it, yourself that belongs to the past.
farewell.
The wind and snow silently carrying your final whisper. You turn around and embark on this solitary journey that is yours alone. The ebony door closes once more without a sound, leaving not even the slightest ripple behind. At this point, I don't know why Shikon keeps thinking there's gonna be an endpoint to this. I don't know. I'm going in blind here, so I can't say. Whether we find one or not, then we get it. Okay, ominous sparks, then good luck, Gray Ravens. Interesting. The blinding light sears painful trails across your retinas as the spiral tower replays its horrifying moments in endless slow motion. The moment you step into the head of a tower, ooh, the music! Countless bizarre information floods like a bursting dam, overwhelming your mind's protective barriers. Instead, pain strikes your brain as high voltage electricity is coursing from head to toe. Towering crimson crystals stand within the head of a tower, its interior contorting and warping to cast one distorted shadow after another. Until today, I don't know how much about Ishmael and Grey Raven, not the squad. Oh, I don't know too much about Ishmael and the Grey Raven. Oh, okay. The music is so damn good. It really is. I like this music so far. With your consciousness, colossal waves surge, brewing storms in the depths. Your nerves tremble insensibly, orchestrating a symphony of sorrow wails. Blood trickles between your clenched teeth as the punishing virus concentration spikes uncontrollably, just as your legs start to give way. Faintly, you feel a pair of familiar, gentle hands supporting your back. Commandant. Hey, we gotta lock in now. We gotta lock in. Commandant.
Lucia?
Then the projection vanishes as silently as it appeared. Hey! Demon Hunter Crow! Hey! Welcome to Ironclad Nebula.
A place where we must move forward, no matter what.
Thank you for following. Again, welcome to Ironclad Nebula. If you're enjoying the stream, I thank you so much. And I hope you're having a good one, a good morning, a good evening, a good night, wherever you may be. You're just in time for following me. If you like PGR, this is the place to be. I stream PGR. I make short films on PGR. I do shorts on PGR. I do discussions on PGR. So if you like PGR, this is the place to be. To the 14 people watching, welcome. Actually, 16 people watching, welcome. And to the 2 people on Kick, welcome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue on with this. Again, thank you. Thank you.
What's happening? Ishmael!
Has it appeared already? Ishmael shows up silently at one side.
Was that Lucia? Where is she?
Yes and no. Yo, anyone here know when the Western Star Codings are gonna launch? I've been looking forward to hearing about it. I don't know. I can't put my 2 cents on that. I don't know. To be precise, that was a projection she left in your mind beacon. As you speak, jagged crystals grow chaotically, resembling a strange amber spectacle across the sky, completely encasing your tiny figure within. Has it already begun? Then, safe travels, Grey Raven, Poppin' P.
Well then, alright.
Whoa, hold on, go back. Wait, save? Hold on, whoa, hold on. I like how ours is just like It's like a white little figure, but we don't get no details. The only details we have is this.
Okay. Where am I? I guess it's finally begun. I gotta move. So quiet. Too quiet.
Commandant, what's the situation?
That's crazy.
Lucia! Get away from her!
Must be unbelievable.
Oh, Lee's here.
Lee?
Let Commandant go! Lucia, you're badly injured. You're the Commandant, too.
Liv! Lee! I'm not done yet.
Well then, see you soon, Commandant.
Lucia!
Commandant, did I help
Liv?
out even a little?
Liv! Liv!
Commandant, with me here, there's no problem.
Lee! Lee! The Hedor Tower keeps changing. Thank you for your help. I'll continue to move forward.
Let's walk forth together, Commandant.
Man. This is crazy. And this is like, I'm guessing this is where we see how their frames have were before.
Commandant, give me
Yeah, we get to see their frames. That's insane. I like the music too. Pretty good.
Activating support mode.
Yeah, we get to see Liv too. We got the whole squad here. This is really nice seeing them all fight. Oh, we're almost there.
Commandant, don't worry.
Where you at? I will continue to move forward. I will pave a way for humanity.
Let's go, Commandant. We have much to do.
Yo! It's the squad! It's the goddamn squad! Grey Raven here! Oh, what the fuck? Yo. Defeat all the corrupted. Well, that was an easy chapter. Okay. Kuro Games planning to add customization to the new dorm, but I don't know if and when that happens. Only in the future. The dorm thing was mentioned a lot earlier. Sob. It's still probably, but a long while. Get ready for peak. I gotta use the restroom though. I gotta use the restroom really bad. Now, remind me though. Didn't they say in the dorms that we would be able to customize our character in the dorms because they would actually introduce the Commandant? Or was that like not happening? I'll be right back where you guys discuss that. All right. I am back. Oh, I didn't realize my megaphone was on. My fault. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. What did I miss? The custom Commandant. Yes, we get the Commandant model. Not sure if we get to customize them, though, aside from picking their gender. Damn! Fuck! Ah, if only we could customize. That's alright. That's alright. Commandant is not... Huh? We're not... What? Oh. The game. Hold on. Woohoo! Woo! I've been confused for a minute. Oh, man. Okay. I was confused for a minute. We good now. I'm gonna be pissed if we can't take Lucy on a date like it's showed in the video. I believe, yeah. Now, this was way before I decided to take the streaming way more seriously than it was. But yes, I do remember seeing something on that. I hope they improved their model by then. The teaser Skikon model was kind of sad and kind of sad to look at. Yeah, I remember seeing the trailer. And it was like we had a hat, we had a captain hat on, and I believe that was about it. And we looked like the NPC constructs. So yeah, I hope they improve on it. I hope they let us customize. He's in the CN version of the game. Oh, okay. You can pick male or female. Kuro goes to the route to pick your own Skikon gender. Yes, cool. As a Yuri female commandant. Wait. Oh, not as a Yuri. The Yuri as female commandant would be insane. Yeah. Especially if a character likes commandant. True. Hey man, a girl can dream. Yes. Never let them dreams go away. We can only hope. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Here we go. We're going to get started. Episode 16. This will take us probably to the final stream. Final episode. We're going to see. Okay. Ooh, we get to play all three? Hell yeah. Okay, here we go.
You are the second to set foot here. A visitor from human civilization.
Ishmael.
Let's see if you can make it to the end.
Oh, I'll make it to the end. I can promise you that.
Oh, we get to play all three. Oh, we have to fight. Oh, we have to fight the test.
Time is under my
Oh, I
control.
fucked up. Fine.
Leave it to me.
Your chance of survival has been reduced
To zero.
No. Cease your
Resistance. At the end of time. Ah!
Hardship has been destroyed in the burning flames.
Fuck, I fucked up. There we go.
Has been reborn in the ashes.
Gotta use all the characters. The necessary necessity. Sunblade!
Let the lotus bloom.
target lock.
Come on now. Come on.
Dawn mist. And the abyss.
Hey!
Time is under my control. Don't think you can escape my...
Let's regroup.
Your chance of survival has been reduced to zero.
There we go. Come on now.
Cease your existence. At the end of time.
Bah! Get out of here.
Hardship has been destroyed in the burning flames.
Target locked. Maximum.
Has been reborn in the ashes.
Alright. Go back to her. Sunblade!
Raven's light. Blink.
Target locked.
Rise and fly high.
Hey! Bro, I love their gameplay. Their gameplay is so fun. All of them. All of their gameplay is so fun.
Time is under my control.
Come on.
Don't think you can...
Leave it to me. Let's regroup.
No way out.
We are very slowly dwindling her health. But it's taking a fat minute, but that's alright.
Cease your existence.
At the end of time! Bop!
in the burning flames.
Holy shit. Oh, these are like SSS ranked? Sunblade!
Raiden's light. Leave it to me. Let the lotus bloom. Beyond this. At the abyss.
Alright, it's only fair for Lucio to end this fight. I gotta do it for the one time for the girl. Sunblade!
Raiden's light.
Target locked. Maximum suppressing fire.
Oh, I fucked up on the... Wait! I need Lucio to do it! Oh, that's fine. Oh! Hey! Okay! Okay! Popper! Hell yeah! Nice! Okay! Okay! Woo! She getting saucy! Oh, she's just like, I don't give a fuck. Spirit bomb! Hey! Over here! Oh, now we gotta fight her? Oh, okay, I thought we were fighting her. That's crazy, bro. So fucking good. Enjoy the master. We do love our divine gateway. Not gonna lie, the PGR community, my goat Lee gets hated on way too much. Does he actually? Really? I remember how proud I felt during the fight without any damage. LOL, Primal Projection is such a good boss. It is. It's a good boss. I liked it. And I really liked how we were able to use all the characters. And I didn't use the meta way. I did it my own way. I made sure everyone got their turns. Everyone get their licks in. It's funny because Grey Ravens don't have a tank character. That is true. We are like two attackers and a support. But I guess we could be the tank because, you know, we take the blunt of most shit. If you think about it, Lucio's frame is just a combination of Hyperworld and Live Imperia. Yeah, because she's fire, she's fast, but she's also a pair of all three of her old friends. The only thing people complain about him is that her is really getting power crept very fast due to sync paths faster. True. Now he does. No, he doesn't. He's just a vocal minority. Ishmael's 2 OP and the lore. Man, I'm waiting. Yogurt playable. Who? Anyway, back to the stream at hand. Shikong with aimbot for real. Hey, we had to, you know? Gaslighting God to bring Lucia back. Here we go. The space crumbles in an instant as twisted in time, space blended the disordered rims, altering throughout the chaotic tracks to create a symphony without structure. Yogurt? Vonnegut? Oh, wait, who's Yogurt? I thought he was Gold Nugget. Nebulae spins in disrupted shapes as your dimensional perception gradually blurs. You can no longer discern how long the battle here has lasted. Is it 1 second or 10,000 years? You stand alone, facing the vast cosmic domain, yet showing no trace of fear. Hey! We got the whole goddamn squad! We got everybody! Ooh!
So many people depend on me. So many people want to see me move forward. I will not yield. I will not buckle in the face of unknown.
You have never been alone.
I have never been alone, and I will never be alone. For they are watching over me.
Failing again and again, yet rising each time, all minds once connected with your mind beacon converge into faint light. The frail sparks has already set the world ablaze. Countless past and futures overlap as bounds and casualty envelop you. Innumerable fails pile corpses into towering monuments only to crumble into sand of the time's destructive force. Yogurt, nugget, Vonnegut, something, same thing, really? Oh, okay. Good to know, thank you. Battles from the past come sweeping back with earth-shattering force, horrific wounds accumulating one after another in body and flesh, and in spirit. Commandant, we, the rust-eaten gear started to turn slowly. Commandant, dark stealth fell from the sky, casting a shadow across the earth. Commandant, the crimson hue reaped in moving paradise. Commandant, the nocturnal voyage stretched up endless guiding down long back to the Grand City.
We became blood and became already dawn submerged beneath the tide. We, the night of calamity, arrived in the fabricated tomorrow. Hope as seen emerge from the depths of the sea. Amidst the nightmarish battle, new life arrived. The girl declared war on the eternal night. The shadow of the past returned to the dead of night.
Fight in this battle endless and infinite. In the eternal stillness in the long night, you raise your gun against the higher dimensional being amid the sea of stars. Gunpowder smoke fills the air as deep fears, accompanied by the mournful cries that are crushed and scattered around you.
The crimson light pierced through the sky's dome. The corrupted forest whispered an unknown life form. The ocean lifted a morning star. The memorial fire kindled deep sorrow. Daylight lingered in the world's forgotten depths. Moonlight was imprisoned within the red nightmare. Tears soaked through the crimson abyss. Lives against death.
Even so, do you still wish to continue? I will never leave Lucia behind. I will never abandon humanity's future. I will never surrender the chance to fight.
I will never leave Lucia behind. I will never abandon humanity's future. I will never surrender the chance to fight.
Faith and courage flow carelessly from your mind.
Humanity will never fail here.
In the timeless quiet, you rise anew. Infinite hues blaze in the depths of your gaze. On the distant horizon, stars emerge and perish from the dazzling explosion, stardust fragments raining down in glittering splendor. At the boundary between life and death, you stare directly at the being whose form defiles description.
I saw it.
The voice of the universe echoes hollow and pale.
I saw your will.
This is not my will alone. This is the will of civilization!
Lee takes aim at the unknown being, his fingers press the trigger with a resolute click. Lucia's shadows close behind, springing up the single leap as her blade slices forward the silhouette. Liv's finger clench around her specter as the domain of power unfurls. It all ends with a gunshot from your hands. A higher dimensional being wipes away her wound and she sheds her disguise. A lingering sigh resonates through the void as the prolonged battle at last concludes beneath the united slaughter with an onslaught before you. The observer slowly seizes her movement as her projection begins to dissipate. Endless exhaustion floods your brain, your consciousness is plunged into searing seawater, and in an instant, so scalding that not even a whisper can escape your vocal cords. Your eyes slowly close within the suffocating darkness as large patches of vibrant colors flash across your retinas. Rage, helplessness, joy, fear, anger, countless emotions erupt simultaneously in your mind as infinite specks of light gradually reconstruct everything here, until all returns to stillness.
The moment they reach the unopened door and the bodies of flesh and blood. You did it, human.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Bro, the third option is such a simp pick. You know, I had to pick the first option, you know? Like I said, I would never surrender the fight. Gladly chose the third option. What did anything happen? Does anything happen if you do the third option? Did you already pass the black hole date, right? Did you already pass the black what? The black hole? What do you mean? Uh-oh. Ryushi, did you spoil me? Did you spoil me? Oh no. No. Oh man. You're all good. Hey, it's all You're all good. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. What is the black hole date? I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. I can't say I know. We'll find out what it is later. I skipped everything, so I didn't know. You're all good. It's all good. You just gotta remember that I didn't know. Oh, maybe the fight earlier? Maybe, I don't know. I've never heard of that event at all, and I've concluded the current main story. I have no clue either. What are you doing? Oh, now you got everybody confused. Keep the mystery. Yeah, we might as well. We all don't know what it is. That's fucking funny. Okay. Okay, so is this a good stopping point, or is there a stopping point that I need to reach? Or is this a good stopping point as it is? Because if this is a good stopping point, then I think this is good. Whoa, we're 49%. I did say that I wanted to be there. Or right at it, so. Yeah, it's a good stopping point after all this craziness. Okay. Okay, good to know. I don't know all these extras. I just like the streams. I'm glad that you were enjoying the streams and you like it. It's a good point to stop. To be fair, okay, or to be honest, okay, cool. Then this will be where we stop. We are officially at the halfway mark. So, like the story will go nuts and the lore drops will start coming. Okay, so this is kind of like the calm before the storm. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, well then I think we're at a good stopping point then. Let me do this and do this. Okay. Yeah, I think we're at a good stopping point. If this is where we're wrapping up, I'm gonna chill in the Discord, VC. Oh, video chat. Okay, you cool. All good, all good, all good. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna probably do it for tonight's stream. Made some pretty good headway. I was hoping to get to 60%. We're not gonna get that. We are halfway. I would say we're officially halfway. We are officially halfway. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get it done on Saturday. We will try, but I'm not gonna make any promises either. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if I can attempt to get chapter 33 done Saturday. If not, we'll get it done Tuesday. Not a big deal. So far though, really enjoying the story. Really enjoying how the dimensional stuff is happening, the unknown power that we're gonna get. We're also going to see how this is gonna end. So it's very interesting on how this is all working out. It was nice to see it was nice to see the whole group. You saw Grey Raven, we saw Strikehawk, we saw Cerebus, we saw everyone that we've come to know throughout this 7 months of streaming. It's fucking insane. So it's getting hard to call the Commandant a self-insert. Why do you say that? Why do you say that? Gamble time? I already did all that. I didn't get Bianca, but we are gonna be able to get her in a 10 pool. But we got Selena, we got another copy of her, and then we got her weapon. We spooked her weapon, which was pretty cool. But that's we did all I did. We did all I could there. So Bianca dessert crepe.
What?
Man, this lure keep increasing. It's getting up there. But yeah, I would say that's gonna do it. Again, if you have not seen the short film, I would highly advise you watch that. They all tie into one big old thing. As top of that, the only other game that I like the lore is AFK Arena. I played AFK Arena for a little bit, and then I stopped. I can't remember what the reason why, but I did stop. I think it was because I was spending a lot of money on that game. I remember I was like trying to do something, I think, and I was like, okay, we're done. But yeah, pretty much that's basically what happened. A lot of lore of Wuhua is nice. Is it? Is it nice? I stopped playing Wuhua after the first I don't even know if it was the first arc. I basically got to the point I got to the chapter where am I at right now in that game? I haven't played it in so long. I believe I stopped right. Oh, it was whenever we got that little pet, the one with the blue and orange eyes. I think. When we first saw that, I stopped right whenever we were learning more about that little pet. So it was after the big fight. That's where I stopped. Didn't play it after that. Mine was because I wanted to come back to PGR and the game was too big. At least I managed to get some dragons too. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it. Anyhow, I'm basically just rambling at this point. Okay, couple things. One, the short film will be hopefully in production mode next week. And then let's see. I'm hopefully should be in production next week for the short film. By then I should be able to do more monitoring with it now that I've got another speaker coming in. Let's see what else. After we do this after we do this chapter, I'm not gonna do the main story until my short films get caught up. Once my short films are caught up, then we will continue on with the main story. But after this chapter 33, I will not be doing the main story until those two short films get caught up. Once they are caught up, then we continue on. So until then, once I'm done with this chapter, we're gonna do the floating records because I still gotta do Yadas and I still gotta do Lithos or Lillian. Sorry. He is more fleshed out than normal self-inserts of other gacha games I've played. True, but I'm still gonna self-insert myself because I just like playing it like that. Plus, the way they have written him, is very nice, and I can relate in a lot of aspects of how they've written him. So that gives me one more reason to self-insert myself. Whether that's selfish or not, oh well. This just makes the game fun for me. And if that means I'm a selfish person, then oh well. I mean, you can always have your own version of the Commandant, which is the same reason why I'm able to self-insert in most gacha games. Oh yeah, of course. You know, everyone perceives everyone self-insert themselves in games in their own way. That's the beauty of games where the main characters it could be. That's why most of the characters are like non-talkable and all that fun stuff. Because they make the choice for yourself. So I just like to self-insert no matter what, just because it makes it more immersive for me. Like I said, if that makes me selfish, then that's okay. Which I'm pretty sure is what Corona wants us to do for Commandant. They've written him to be like a self-insert, but it's sort of like V from Cyberpunk. You can control what they do somewhat, but they're still their own character. I've never played Cyberpunk, so I can't say I'm right. Goddamn right. So, but I do like how they are writing the character. Very, very nice to mate. Very, very nice to. Okay. I believe that's it. I believe I've covered everything I needed to cover. Yes. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be continuing chapter 33 Saturday morning. Okay, Saturday morning, 7 a.m. We will be attempting to finish that. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for being here. I thank you for the talking of chopping it up at the end. Wait, hold on. But I really think, hold on. But I think I rarely see gotcha games that are not self-insert main character. True. So it's interesting on how the self-insert works and how games do that too. Fuck it. We'll talk about this more. Hold on. We talk about this more. I like talking with y'all. I think I rarely see gotcha games that are not. Yeah, because if you look at Honkai Impact 3rd, there's the Trailblazer. Honkai Impact. Oh wait, no, Honkai Impact. Honkai Star Rail. Sorry, what am I on about? Honkai Star Rail Trailblazer. You can self-insert. Honkai Impact 3rd. There was you were not even in that game. You were literally in the eyes of Kiana. And let's see what else. There's who what other games out there? Arc Knights. There's Nikkei, Goddess of Victory. There's of course Wuhua. There's there's one other game I'm missing. What other game am I missing here? I don't remember the other ones, but yes, basically self-insert like that. Have I seen Anata? I actually did see the trailer. Holy shit, 7 fucking minutes is a long trailer. Looks interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna play it, but we're gonna see how that goes. If they make it into a gacha game, that's gonna be fucking insane. But I don't see them doing that either, just because of what they're doing and how they have damn near almost everything in there on it. So it's gonna be interesting on how that's gonna go. Did you? I don't know if Anata will count because they are getting rid of normal gacha. Oh, they are? Okay. The anime version of GTA with Batman, Arkham, and Spider-Man. Yeah. Anata won't be gacha game anymore. Oh, okay, cool. That'll be interesting then. Did you see the gameplay? I have not. I have not seen the gameplay. It's piqued my interest, but it hasn't piqued my interest enough to continue looking at it. I'm just gonna continue to do my own thing. But like I said, I'm all focused in on PGR right now too. Just because I'm invested in the story, I'm invested in the characters, I'm invested in what's gonna happen on top of that. So in my mind, I'm and on top of that, when I go to create content, it's I can't get distracted by other games because then I'm gonna start being I see. The new character, it's gonna deviate from my chasing my purpose. So that's part of the reason why I continue to build the garden, continue to water the plants and build the garden, build the fences around, because then distractions are going to get in the way. And when the distractions get in the way, the content and quality goes down. So that's why I haven't really focused on any games. That's why you really don't see me talk about any games like that, just because I'm just all focused in on PGR. And when I'm dialed in on one thing, I'm able to do it. So there's an extended gameplay video if you're interested. I'm okay. I'm not really... It's like I said, it's piqued my interest, but it hasn't piqued my interest enough to where I'm okay, I'll check it out. But I'm not really seeking it out, nor am I really getting it getting it shown to me on top of that. So like I said, I'm not really interested in looking at stuff like that because like I said, I'm focused on PGR at the moment. Yeah. Gotta focus on what you love. Oh yeah, of course. Gotta focus on what's important. Gotta focus on what you care for and what's important, what you're passionate about, and what you enjoy. And if you enjoy it, then hey, that's all you gotta do. I enjoy it. I'm just focusing on what I'm doing. In my personal taste, I like the fact that you're focusing on PGR because sometimes it feels like the game is starved on watchable content. Yes, I have noticed that. That is also one of the reasons why I stream Okay, I'll give y'all some of the lore of why I started PGR. Now before I decided to take streaming anymore in this content and anything seriously, I was just streaming for fun. I was streaming Honkai Impact 3rd, I was streaming Wuhua, I was streaming PGR 2, and then I was streaming Rainbow Six Siege. I'm cracked at that game. I used to be. I might be rusty now. But I was just playing those type of games, playing any games that I wanted to play. But then when I decided to really take it seriously, I was like, okay, let me sit down and let me look and see what I can do here. So my two options oh, technically, the options were the games that I was playing and a bunch of other games that I thought. But I'm like, you know what? If I really want to take this seriously, I'm gonna need to find a game that's has a big fan base, is not streamed or not streamed as often as I think it should be, and has a really good fan base. It was PGR. When I looked at Twitch, it had like 20,000 followers at the time. Barely any people were streaming it, and then I knew right then and there. I'm like, oh, I found the game. I found where I want to start. Uh, and I knew I would go far just because my y'all see it through my reactions, you see it through how I play the game, you see it through my short films. I'm passionate about it, and when I'm passionate about something, that's when I know that I will do well. So I streamed PGR because I knew it was a really golden opportunity to uh to attempt to get my name out there, and I will get my name out there eventually in God's timing. So it was best case scenario, and I'm still going to be making PGR content. I still got to do the discussions, which I won't be doing discussions until after I get caught up to the main story, possibly, just because with me focusing on everything on the short films right now, and with how I need to do some things and how I want to set things up for the channel, the discussions are on hold. Yes, they've been going for a minute, but I do plan to bring them back. Don't shut worry, lads. Did you just imagine if they put some PGR content in Animata too? That would be fucking insane. What do you think of Code Vein 2? I can't say I know. I don't. I would need to see a picture if I was to if I was to talk about it. Do you think the prototype can be a good collab for PGR? I don't know the prototype either. They were able to collab PGR with DMC5, Near Automata, Blackrock Shooter. I generally wouldn't be surprised whatever they have planned next. LOL. Yeah, I was gonna say I have a feeling that they're gonna do a collab once the new year rolls around. I mean, PGR is one of the underrated side of gachas. I'm glad I was able to get into the community. I do love the fact that it's growing. Yes, it is growing very slowly, but surely it is growing. PGR has been my gateway into the main gacha medium for so far nothing has kept my enjoyment as much as PGR. Oh, dude, you gotta check out Code Vein 2 cinematic trailer. Is it? How old is the game? Well, hold on. I think I might have heard of it. Let me look it up. Code Vein 2. Images. Oh! Yeah! They made the first one. I remember seeing the first one. I was interested in playing the first one. Never got to it. And then I remember, yeah, Code Vein 2. They're getting a game 2. That's fucking insane that they're making another one. My gateway into gacha was Honkai Impact 3rd, then rolled into Arc Knights, Blue Archive, and now you damn were following my timeline. I started my first gacha game was Honkai Impact 3rd. And then it went to like some other anime games. And then it went to Arc Knights. And then it went to Blue Archive. And then I stopped playing Blue Archive. Then I continued to play Arc Knights and Honkai. Those were really the two games that I played. And then 3 years ago when Honkai Star Rail came out, that's what I made that, stopped playing Arc Knights. And then when PGR came out, then I stopped playing Honkai, and I still played Honkai Star Rail. And then after that, I stopped playing games for, I think, about a year. And then I went into the content creation again. So it's been a fun little journey so far. Prototype is a little old, but it's a great game. Yeah, it's the first Code Vein game that was a pretty fun Souls-like. It was kind of cliche with the anime tropes, but I hope they fix it up with the sequel. I've heard that it was I've heard mixed things about it, but it looks interesting enough. Like when the first one at least. But yeah, I mean, I hope Code Vein 2 does justice. I hope it does it good for the people that do like it. Yeah, I hope it goes good for everybody on that. I think Honkai Star Wars problem or power creep, but I feel like that's every game though. Granted, now Wuhua's doing a really good job on their power creep. But I think the thing on top of that is when the new character comes out, it's more. It's like if you don't pull this character, you're not gonna your team comps are not gonna be good for the other upcoming characters that come up. I believe that was first shown when uh before Cartalia, I believe. I still keep up with the game, but not like that for real. Uh, I think it was Cartalia. It was the girl with the elf, the singing one, basically Selena, but red version. Uh, I think it was her, and it was like if you didn't get her, Cartalia's damage output was not going to be optimal for when she debuts. So, a normal Dajin user wiped the Toa. Honkai Star Wars' issue is apparently they keep amping HP and then forcing players to get new characters to keep the damage count to compete. Yeah, and then I remember seeing something about when I don't remember her name. Girl with the dragon had a global passive, I think. I believe that was what it was. Um Very interesting on how that works. He lost Honkai Star Rail lost me with power creep. It's just a personal lick of mine how off their story pacing is. I've quit now, but I did love Honkai Star Rail during the first few months. I was just say it was really good for a long time. So it's been interesting on how that's all gone. And I know like I've heard like the stories are very long. Very long. And you only get like minimal cutscenes on top of it. But I mean, it's still kicking, still doing well. Because I mean, I think I got an ad on the new March, I believe. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, she's different now. But yeah, I mean, I think that's with everything. Now with Arknights, I will say their power creep is not really there because most of the characters they make are like very universal. So it is very nice on that. I will say, when I was playing Arknights and I was playing Honkai Impact 3rd and when I was playing Honkai Star Rail, my accounts were fucking yoked. Like they were. I'm like, I look back on it now. I'm like, damn, I've really had that shit like that. So it's been interesting on how that's gone. I like I said, I've seen the anime. I saw the first anime, really fucking good. Stopped watching the second anime because I'm like, I don't want to get spoiled because I want to. If I was to play Arknights again, I want to go back to the game itself. Because I believe I'm on. If I remember correctly, I am on the part where, I think I'm on the episode on the chapter where I fight Patriot. So it's like I think it's like right after you fight Frost Nova. I'm on that episode. I'm on that chapter. But I stopped playing it after that because I was just focused on skins. I was focused on the characters because I really enjoyed the art style that they had on it. So Arknights has really good balancing. It's less power creep and more on how strategic you can be. That's the other thing. What's what I really liked about Arknights is that you had to be really strategic on how you do shit. Like you can't just fucking Suitor, use your skill 3 and just invincibility. Like you had to literally like, oh okay, I'm gonna need something other than an ice cream girl to just skill 3 and kill everything. It's like, no, you gotta look at the map, you gotta look at what kind of enemies you're dealing with, you gotta look if there's any holes that you can put Ifrit on, because if there's a straight line and you have Ifrit, just put her there, use her skill 2 and bam, fire throw. No, I really enjoyed Arknights when I was playing it. The strategic part was really good. On top of that, the annihilation was also really good. Really enjoyed that. So, but like I said, all my focus is on PGR, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy looking back on it and be like, yep, those were the good times right there. And it's been going. Arknights is still kicking too. It's still been going up for a long time. But yeah, I think that too. Oh, also in the you can self-insert in that too, and that's something I like as well. It's like, yeah, you have amnesia, but it's like you're still there. So it's like, cool. All right, awesome. So okay, ladies and gentlemen, it has been fun talking with you all. I always do enjoy breaking bread with you all and just talking about games, talking about PGR, talking about life in general. Also, okay, I'll make a poll. I think it was Blime that actually told me. Do you guys want to see the desk setup or no? Like I'm not gonna do it if like If I'm not gonna do it if you guys like are not gonna be cool with it. Because I really don't like showing off like that. But if that's something you guys want, I can. If you guys really want it. So, but yeah, I'll make a poll on it. Just let me know what y'all think. For real on it, and we'll go from there. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've talked long enough. I don't want to keep you guys here any more longer than needed. Again, I do enjoy you guys talking, and I do enjoy you guys being here and just breaking bread and talking about stuff. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Saturday morning, 6 a.m., we will attempt to finish chapter 33. Until then, I'll see you all then. I'm out. Peace!